I see. Hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Had a little mic problem there, but it's gone. We are back with some Genesis RPG in the Embers of the Imperium setting. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Noble Crumpet, and I stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Sundays with some TTRPGs, some games, and some art. Today is a TTRPG game, so we're playing some. Let's see what our friendos have been up to while I'm deafened in the other chat. Oh,
Resilience
very quiet
is a
in here.
skill?
It sure is. We're live now.
I can yell at you if you want.
If you would like to.
Yeah, usually you interrupt a much more interesting conversation than this. So.
I know, right?
Instead of just impending doom.
Sorry. We have a dog that's about to die.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put down this dog.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of
Restart. You died. Restart.
Oh no, restart.
No, it's restart. Here you go. You are now a plant corpse that can talk to everybody else in the plant corpse hive.
So who wants to recap
Why?
what happened last time?
Dan's
Starting
gonna die.
with Odin.
We spanked a god
Mm.
and left a bunch of peasants to learn what death is. And then
It's
we ran
fine.
into a bunch of plants, and Yara's infected. Possibly.
willingly infected.
Willingly infected.
Yep.
Also,
Yes.
I see like the
Willingly,
concept
Foolishly.
of all of these like civilians just being like children, just learning what death is.
Well,
Hey, they
the-
taught it in Sesame Street.
the poor guys thought they were in Valhalla. They thought they were living forever and that their god would heal them every time they died. And now their god's dead and they're not super aware of it. So they're gonna lose somebody permanently for the first time in
They're gonna
centuries.
find out. You're gonna fuck around and find out.
I'm sure they'll wait for these ones to not resurrect over a period of time before they go gallivanting around the countryside, attacking bears and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Ellie,
Would be a nice
Here-
science experiment.
every turn they sacrifice the dude to deal like extra like D8
Oh.
damage to us. These
It's
guys
true.
would kill themselves real quick.
They went to Valhalla. All right. Then you guys went into space, jumped, found a Arborek, tried to communicate with it by giving it some of the spores that you had been given by an Arborek in a side mission. Upon success, they threw a corpse at you. You brought the corpse into your ship. It came alive and it was speaking, animated through the Arborek's plant spores and all that stuff. Yara discovered that they communicate through these spores, and wanted to learn more. And when asked if she would like to join their song, which was not described what it was, Yara said, "Of course." And it then barfed spores into Yara's mouth, and that's where we're starting. Let's roll
Yara's
for
gonna turn
initiative,
into
I
a
think.
Plant bed of microgreens.
Ooh, nice. That'll go wonderful on top of a rice
Vigilance
bowl.
or whatever.
We'll call this cool. Everybody was kind of super aware of everybody else.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. I have to open it on this NPC sheet. Also, Roll20 is really slow for me. Don't know if it's slow for anybody else.
Nope.
It's slowing down. the
Oh,
rest
I
of my
forgot
Chrome.
about the fucking thing.
I had to turn on hardware acceleration on Firefox, and then it got better. I don't know why it wasn't already
Yeah.
on.
I always have to turn it off whenever I want to legally stream something to the rest of you guys, and then I turn it back on afterwards.
Mm.
Yeah, I usually have it at the correct setting, but maybe I need to change it.
Then you have to restart Firefox.
There we go. Trying to update the story point pool because I always forget about it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, make sure you're using the cool initiative thing, not just rolling cool.
Oh, no. I use the initiative thing.
Oh,
I
weird.
use the initiative thing, and it's still
Oh,
use
did
the
you
dice
have
pool.
difficulties in your own pool?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only reason that would happen. I
That's
also checked on my end.
Which means I have
Uh,
to delete some. I don't want to roll yet.
You can just reset your pool at the top of your sheet, and then
Yeah, but if I roll again, it adds another PC slot.
That's true.
sure, but we'll just get rid of the
Okay,
zero.
can we just delete everything and then start over again?
yeah. Okay.
Please,
Yes.
everybody
please.
check your stuff. Make sure that it's all kosher.
Yep.
Yep. I
I'm
closed
going
it
to
out.
clear out everything.
Okay, let us know when we're ready to do initiative.
We're good.
Doing it.
I rolled worse.
Sorry.
Well, whose fault is that?
Spores?
The video game Spore.
That's right.
Sure. We'll take it.
Fast as
Blame Peter
fuck,
Molyneux.
boy.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. It looks like 0-4 somehow wins. Not sure how that works, but whatever.
Old move
Oh,
con.
it's all in reverse order.
Oh, it's in reverse order. Thought I clicked it
There we
twice.
go.
All
The
right.
turtle wins the race.
As an incidental, Yara, I'd like you to make a difficulty 3 resilience check.
Called it.
Right. I didn't sneak random skills into there.
Yeah. Coordination and resilience are kind of the two like resistance
Holy
ones.
shit.
There's
That
also
was lucky.
willpower technically. Oh, what did you succeed? Oh, success with a threat.
I mean, I think I'd be fine with a threat in this situation.
Okay. I'm gonna say that that you take 0 damage, but with the with that strain, with that threat, you're gonna take 1 strain.
That's fine.
And I'm gonna say that you are grappled by the Dazuga envoy. You're gonna need to like succeed at athletics if you want to get out. Now, since you're the one most immediate in danger, I'm gonna give the first PC slot to you.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah, I was like, I don't
I'm
like
not
this privilege.
I'm not actually athletic. I'd be happier if somebody else actually came and tried to pull me out.
I mean, you
Yeah.
could set somebody up.
Yeah. If anything,
Put some effort into it. You're the one that's in danger. It's like, someone else rescue me.
You got yourself into
You're just
this.
letting
you get
yourself be
out.
hugged.
no, I'm trying to
Guys,
think
I'm not
of how
good
to-
at this.
Yeah, no. If you're not good at something, you try to figure out another way to get out of it. So I'm trying to see what I have to could be helpful. I can't. Would you let me use quick draw or no?
I mean,
For
yeah.
what?
Not
That was
to.
incidental, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
why
an
I have a
not?
incidental.
In the
collapsible.
stomach or something.
Yeah, I have a collapsible blade. Might as
There
well.
you go.
I would
Trying to
like
crack
to
it.
make note that if we try to deal harm to this creature, we probably have to deal with the dreadnought.
But I mean, how else am I going to get out?
Run away?
It's
I-
up to
he
your
just said-
character.
Grappling him?
Yes, he just said I'm grappled,
Yeah, what do you do when you're grappled? You try to get out of the grapple.
which is why I'm going to try and use it.
Cut
I'm
it,
not strong.
cut out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we understand that you try to get out of the grapple, but like thinking from the perspective of someone who is weak and not strong but has a sword on them, how do you think that person is going to try to get out of a grapple?
Exactly. So I am going to take out the collapsible blade to try and get out of the grapple. I'm not good at brawn either, but this might be slightly better. Would you allow that to help with the athletics check at all?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do the hardware acceleration thing. Please
Okay.
summarize your debate.
I want to use the collapsible blade to help me get out of the grapple since my inherent athletics is not very good.
Okay. I'm not going to
Nice
call that
attack.
the right tool for the job, but I'll allow you to use your maneuver to kind of aim and set up, so I'll give you a boost.
Hey, it's better than nothing. All right, so boost die, and that's the difficulty.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to restart the music since I'm over here. It stopped on my end. Sorry, I had to reopen the page. And it's still very slow, but that's probably because I have 2 pages open.
Because like conceivably you could use a collapsible blade, you could use the flat of it as a pry bar. to
Yeah, I understand
pry
what you're
yourselves apart.
going with. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say that it's difficulty 2, but upgrade one of the dice. So 1 purple, 1 red. I'm gonna spend a story point for this.
Athletics. Nope. Wasn't the worst. Oh, yeah. Wait, that's weird.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me try that again because the red wasn't even there.
Yeah, just roll 1 red. It was probably because of a not click out thing.
I will roll 1 red.
Put red as 1, and then everything else is 0.
Okay. Well, it super failed.
Super fail. At least there's no despairs.
Yeah. I guess I'm just yelling out. I'll use the thing to assist the next person's roll and just be like, wait, what's going on? No, guys, help.
Okay, that sounds... Okay, so you've used one maneuver to aim for yourself, incidental to draw the weapon, action to do the thing. If you're assisting somebody else... Oh, you're
I got
using the advantage, I see.
Yeah, because I didn't succeed, so that's all I can do.
Okay, next PC slot. Who wants it? Who thinks they can help
guess-
pry them off?
Probably me.
Right, and importantly, who else is there in the bay? Because like Nolly is at the helm right now, so I'll probably wait till later in the turn order for her to do something.
Yeah, we were in the bay because Sin and I are in the bay because we had to go get the plant thing from space.
Oh, I was in my ship, so
Yeah, you're in your ship right now.
Yeah, I put you a little further away because I felt like I remembered you being in the ship. Everybody else, I assume, is in short range of Yara.
Athletics.
Yep.
Difficulty.
Difficulty 2. I'm going
You get a boost.
to. Well, I already spent my story point, so.
Oh, I'd like to spend a story point to strike up a little RP vignette between Yara and Nolly right now.
Oh, okay.
No.
What the hell is wrong with you, Yara?
I didn't know this is what they meant.
Okay.
Triumph.
We could have explained it to you. At least Alden Rock and I probably could have.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you tear the Derzuga envoy away from Yara.
I would like to pull Yara away specifically and then try to apologize to them and try and make it as civil as possible so they don't seem like I'm threatening them.
I'll say that your triumph will allow you to do a negotiation check as an incidental.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that difficulty is it's gonna be against theirs. So let me check. 2 reds, 1 purple.
Okay.
Hey, they're negotiators. Obviously, they're plants.
Negotiators.
So is Ellie.
Yep. Giant robot negotiator stating that this is not what they meant and they are confused.
Well, that could have gone better.
Threat and a failure. I can make this a success, but it's only gonna be 1 success.
It'll still be a success.
I feel like the once per turn thing is probably really crucial to use this right now, or we're gonna die to a dreadnought. So I will
Once
use
per
it
day.
once
Per session.
once per session.
Yeah. Okay, so you're
So-
gonna turn that into a success.
Against all odds, I'm turning that fail into a success, and I have 1 threat, which lines up.
Okay, I'll say that. I'm gonna be gracious and say that you have a setback now because you're holding an angry envoy that is now perceiving threats from everywhere. Though it has calmed down slightly, so I'm gonna deal 2 to it from your success.
Okay.
So you have a setback. Give yourself a little black die.
The black die, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Give yourself a little black die.
Oh, add it like right now.
I mean,
Or just for
just so
later.
you remember.
Yeah, I got it.
So Shepard just kind of has an angry envoy in one arm and an angry dog in the other.
Yep. I'll move you
Why are
into
you angry?
engaged.
You're free. Be grateful.
I'll assume you used a maneuver to get in there. All right. Who wants the next turn?
can I just use my turn to like fly to the Tengu, dock it or whatever, and get in the actual Tengu?
Yeah, I'll say that the docking procedure will probably be a piloting check, average difficulty, so 2. And then the rest will just be a maneuver to get off of the ship, and then a maneuver to get closer if you want to spend 2 strain.
Alright, I'll do the piloting now.
Okay.
All right.
I do it?
Good at this.
Successes?
You even
Okay.
parallel parked it.
Yeah, perfectly. I get my keys. Okay, it's locked. And then I just, whatever maneuver I need to do to...
Yep, maneuver
yeah,
to
to
dismount the
the
vehicle.
Yep,
Maneuver
there you
to
go.
get closer.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna... And would you say 2 stress to get closer?
Yep,
That's
Just-
fine.
that's the second maneuver.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Now,
That's it.
Zoldenrock bursts into the room. Next PC turn.
Did you see that sick flip I did in my cruiser? I alley-ooped that shit in there.
Very impressive. We need to help Yara. Peacefully. So
Yeah.
no firing the gun.
I like the gun.
And
I
Zaldamar's
knew
like,
you would.
well, I'm not needed here, and just walks on.
All right, well, I'll get some dinner.
Shit. Mm.
There's only 2 turns left. It's either Sin or
Yeah,
Nolly.
like it's Nolly or me. I'm just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here?
I'll say Thraz is coasting the ship.
Yeah.
Wait, Sin already took their turn?
I have not taken my turn. I'm trying to figure out if I can teleport somewhere useful or I don't know. I'm trying to figure
Okay,
out
I
what the
have a
hell to
question.
do.
What were we even planning to do with this conversation? Maybe I'm like not remembering. things
Yara was trying to ask to
Learn their
communicate with the Arborek, and then the Arborek said, "Would you like to join our song?" And Yara
Yeah, but-
screamed to Shibalba, and then
correctly.
then
I
it
guess
grabbed Yara.
I guess the question is this: why are we communicating
So that the dreadnought doesn't kill us because they
This
have
guy
control
came
of
onto
this
the
area.
ship and said, "You're allowed to pass through Arborek space." That's all that he did.
Yeah,
Yeah. So like why did we not fuck off?
because we were gonna fuck off, but Yara asked for the song.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Oh, in that case, yo, do we still have the envoy aboard?
Yeah,
Let
the
them
envoy is still
go.
on board.
I'm gonna say on
Uh,
the comms.
I'll say that it is like struggling in Shepard's grasp and says, "This is an insult to the Arborek. You have dreadfully wasted our time. You are a deceiver." It doesn't understand what's going on, so it's just throwing out random threats.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh.
do the. I'm gonna take my turn. I'm gonna do the usual free maneuver thing. Need to make 2 leadership check.
Everybody, calm down.
Calm the fuck down.
Everybody's like super calm except for the envoy, and then Krav is like, "Everyone, calm the fuck down, okay? Understand?"
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna give mostly Nolly, but like 5 people just free free maneuver right now for spending a strain. Possibly not Shepard because it looks like Shepard's gonna pass out.
That could get you all engaged.
Okay, so we want Nolly not ready to pilot the ship. We want her.
I want you to pilot the ship because this is going badly. I
Okay,
want you to
that's-
kind of ready to get us the fuck out of here because I don't know what the hell they're doing in the cargo.
Okay, that was my understanding. All right.
Yeah, and then let's see.
I'm going to, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. It's going to be a bullshit lie, but I'm going to try.
Okay,
Okay.
well, you have a turn.
Hold on.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
I gotta
sorry.
do one more.
This
Yeah,
Krav
Krav
needs
is
to
going.
finish his stuff.
Okay, so and then I'm gonna do fourth thing, which is the same thing. Okay, so Shepard heal 1 strain because you're nearly full. And then everyone else should be able to get a free maneuver. 1 strain maneuver, and then get a boost for 5 turns. And that's my. So all of you get a boost for 5 turns. You guys do what you got to do.
Okay.
And so wait, who is gone this initiative?
I have. Oh,
Oh, I forgot to put the
Zaldanrock,
little thing.
Yara, Shepard, and Krov. So those are the 4 that have gone. So we have 2 slots left for
Yep,
Nolly
Sin
and
and
Sin.
Sin and Nolly.
Yep.
Okay, and Thraz just doesn't get a turn.
Was saying that he was just like piloting the ship,
Coasting by.
but so you guys could
Okay.
deal with it. But if not, he can use up Nolly's initiative if you want or something.
We can barge in if no one has anything to do.
Sure.
I have a bullshit lie, so that's what I'm going to try and do.
Okay, well, first
Please.
apparently the Derzuga has a turn before that happens.
Okie dokie.
So the envoy is going to struggle in Shepard's hands, and it is going to, interesting. I guess since it's still engaged with Yara because Yara didn't get out of here. Because, she didn't have time. It was out of turn. Let's have the envoy try to infect Yara again. Maybe that'll help you guys understand what it wants. It
Great.
thinks. So it's going to just force Yara to make another resilience check using its action.
All right. Difficulty 3 again,
Yes.
but I get a boost die.
You get a boost die from Krav.
Okay.
Close your mouth!
That's probably how I'm getting the boost die. Just close your mouth, you're dead. Nope.
Uh-oh. I'm going to say that it lashes out with an errant plant vine, grabs Yara and pulls Yara towards it, opens its mouth wide again, and belches more spores into Yara's open mouth. Yara, you feel a dizzying sensation come over you. You're going to take... that's 3 failures. We'll call it 3 wounds.
Okay.
You also have an advantage that you can spend. So you could either heal a strain or give a boost to the next person, which
I'll
would be
just do it to the
Sin.
next person. Also, I remember I apparently have critical injuries lingering not from the last fight, but from ages ago. Would we have assumed those have gone away? Only because I think they were from before the hiatus.
If they were from before the hiatus, then yes, those are gone.
Okay, all right. I'm like, oh, these are still here. Whoops. Okay, all right. Next person gets the advantage from the thing.
Okay. The envoy is done. Yep, that's really all it can do. Doesn't have much else going for it in terms of maneuvers. I guess
That's
it'll...
just an incidental for me.
Yeah, it didn't even make a roll. It just forced you to make a roll. So, Sin, it's on you now.
Okay. Want to make sure that I understand exactly what the social scenario is. Yara is infected, and the envoy is in Shepard's arms right now.
Yep.
Okay.
So is Yara, but...
And so is Yara. Okay, so...
They are all engaged in the same range band.
Okay. I am going to say to the envoy, apologies for the misunderstanding. We are thanking your people's generosity by sharing in the Terran tradition of a group hug. It is
Yes,
something that we
thank
have
fucking
recently
God.
learned.
Ah, okay. Cool.
I was literally thinking that. I'm like, please, someone. And you said you had an idea. It's perfect, yes.
Okay, so that's deception. That's against its vigilance. Let's check its vigilance. It's going to be difficulty 3. So 3
Okie
purples.
dokie.
You can also spend story points. You guys have plenty.
Okay, so 3 purples, and I have 2 boosts.
You have 2 boosts, 1 from Yara, 1 from Krav.
And you can story point.
And you can story point. If this is a good hit...
I really want this to work.
Yeah, if this is a good social hit, it'll be willing to compromise. That can
Friendship
upgrade your
is
thing once.
magic.
I'm not applying anything, so you can upgrade it.
Thank you. Hold on. How do I upgrade? There is the upgrade.
Yep. Right there. I can see it on your screen. I'm pointing to it.
That's so helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But Chris, you're not one of those scammers that can remote control their desktop.
I
Send me a
can
gift
lie
card.
like a rug. Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay. So that should be 2 plus the number of successes, so 3, which actually means the other thing should have been 3 total. So that should be 5 total.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That brings
think
us
it-
to 8. Okay. It's willing to compromise. It slows down, and is like, return me to my ship. This is uncomfortable.
I
Nice.
was also
Yep.
discomfited. Apologies.
Always
Shepard, you can put us down.
Yes.
I'm sorry for the snafu.
Nolly, even though now I don't have a turn in the turn order anymore, but Nolly can like pipe in on the comms, be like, Yara, wait, did you tell him about the group hug thing?
Sin mentioned it. I think we've come to an understanding.
Return me to my ship, or you will be considered enemy.
We open the hangar bay doors. Yara puts on his spacesuit.
Yeah. Nolly can use the maneuver from Krov's shout to, just point the back end towards the behemoth, open up the back. Yeah.
I just click my helmet closed and then just like push a button and the door starts opening.
Yeah, you all have spacesuits on, surely.
Yeah.
I have one.
I
in my
assume that's what
inventory,
everyone's sort of wearing when they're walking around the ship, just for safety's sake.
especially if we got to go to hangar bays and stuff.
It tumbles out of the hangar bay as you guys are holding onto the nets, and like other things, and drifts out into space. It sort of lands near the Arborec behemoth, and it kind of reaches out with a tentacle and pulls it back into itself. Num num. However, Yara falls down and has started convulsing.
And now we need to bring them immediately to the med bay.
To the medical.
Do not hit the red alert button. Sin will get stuck staring at it.
We don't have red alerts on this
All right.
ship.
We'll get Yara to help. Oh, wait.
That is impossible.
I call my savant over. Okay. Shepard, plug into my savant. It should have a lot of stuff. Apparently, I don't know very much about Arborex, but you probably do.
Would
Cross-reference.
Christopher, would the thing that we got for Sin also help in this situation?
The Xeno thing,
Yeah.
it lets you treat aliens with different
I'd assume so.
biology, but this is more just your knowledge of how to deal with this.
Okay, I was just wondering if it could target the spore specifically, because it is a different alien creature with a different biology than Yara to separate them.
Not really.
Okay.
No, that just gives you the ability to do medical things to Shepard and Sin.
Okay.
All right. Who wants? We're not in any turn order per se, but I'll grab everybody and clear turns.
I mean, I think Yara kind of knows at this point that a medical field, but seeing as this is a whole weird thing, she kind of would want to see if she could use her science knowledge to help at all.
Well, if you were using your science knowledge, Shepard is picking you up and bringing you to medbay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Are
what I
you
assumed.
convulsing?
Yeah, I heard convulsing.
Yeah, that's
I'm
why
gonna
like,
say
how-
that Yara
how bad is it?
I'm gonna say Yara is disoriented. So that
Technically,
is.
what does that mean?
I believe
It's
you
gonna
have
tell you.
a black die?
Yep, you have a setback die to every roll you make.
Okay.
Have fun.
And
Alright.
if this progresses further, you may become immobilized and then incapacitated.
Okay. So,
Okay.
While running Yara to medbay, Shepard is going to call over the intercom to ask if anyone can do research on what kills Arborec
Fire.
besides fire.
Nolly can do that.
Do you want to put fire inside of Yara's body? What is that? Whiskey? Let's go get some whiskey.
you put me
Yeah.
inside of a sauna.
Thraz is
The whiskey you got, our family really loved it. My dad drank 90% of it in one day.
Okay, I'm glad you guys liked it. Also, Harrison, it was the Imai one.
Oh yeah, that one is so good. Okay, yeah. Nolly can do some lazoogling.
Computers of research.
I was just looking through Thraz because I think he has a thing he can do.
Oh, okay.
That can help. He has God damn it, where is it? Not know somebody. It's
Bought information or something like that.
bought info. There it is. When making a knowledge check, you can instead use this talent to spend an amount of ore equal to 50 times the difficulty to automatically succeed on the check with one success. The GM might
Or
discount.
money.
Okay.
Money can't buy you happiness and solutions to everything.
It can buy you success, which is true in real life. So I think Thraz is going to try and do that. But basically, I'm just wondering, how much money do I want Thras to spend? And I think that this would be pretty obscure information because it's scientific information. So I'm going to say it's at least formidable. So difficulty 4. So he's going to spend 200 ore to buy this information. I know somebody in the Lerta system nearby. They said something about the Alberic are weak to carbomyco shiz. What was it? And he is trying to look through. He eventually finds some sort of chemical that can counteract their spores. It's like an inoculation. It doesn't always work, but it can help.
A vaccine!
Or anti-venom? Depends on what this is considered, actually.
No, drink the bleach.
So-
Something's treating like a
there's this treatment normally is for horses.
because this is classified as what? Technically, like a spore, so it'd be like
It'd be like a
Well,
virus.
Pesticide.
well, like virus is different from mold.
They're
and
they're
different
Anti-fungal.
bacteria.
It would be an herb.
antifungal, antibacterial, and then
Yeah.
like yeah.
So this would be closer to an antifungal, antibacterial treatment.
Yeah,
Yep.
giving you
No,
a
drink the
exotic-
bleach.
Yeah, could
exotic
Yara
drug
help?
called-
If Traz succeeds, can Yara help make this concoction or see if we have it on board?
Yeah, so this is going to count as a success towards a cure. Come on, move over. There you go. God, it's so
Don't we
slow.
have a science bay or something?
You do have a medical bay.
Have a lab or
This can possibly help. This is going to require you guys to fill this clock before Yara's red bar fills up.
trying to cure the Resident Evil plague.
Mm-hmm.
And Yara is going to need to make a resilience check every full round. So everybody's only going to get one action to help deal with this.
Great.
And if you
Yeah,
can't think of
okay.
anything, we will skip over you.
Well, so we know what we know of a thing that can help. Yara wants to see if we have on our ship of science equipment and medical equipment. If she can just be like, "Here's all the stuff for it, make it for me," type thing. Like I know where that
Yeah,
stuff is.
if
type
we
thing.
could synthesize it or something.
I'm going to call
Exactly.
this a coordination check then. Try and
Ooh,
find all the
nice
stuff.
idea.
Science. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I want to do it.
Okay.
I want to
Yep.
do coordination.
Okay, then first I think we'll need
Oh, okay.
we'll need
you say
Yara
you
to
wanna
tell
make-
you where to find this stuff.
Hold on, but I want to use my skill, which is applied knowledge. So I've had to make things before, so I want to be able to use science for this coordination check.
Okay, yeah, that would work story-wise. So go ahead.
Okay.
We'll
So
call
what's the
this
difficulty?
call this difficulty 3. There's a time crunch.
And I don't got no boosts. I just have the setback.
Just the setback, yes.
Okay. So
And
it's kinda even.
since it's you doing the roll, because you're the infected, I'm gonna also use my story point to juice it up with an upgrade.
All right. How do I upgrade that? Diggers to upgrade that.
There's a thing that drop down that says upgrade below the dice pool.
Okay, so it's an upgrade for the story point. Is how that works.
It's an upgrade for the evil dice pool.
All right. I think I got that right.
Yep, you got it right.
And oh shit. God damn it! Canceled out.
It sure did. You are struggling to find the things. You're like mumbling over your words, and since like I can help you, you need to tell me what I need to find. And Yara's just like and nothing's coming out. It's hard to find anything while the spores are starting to cloud over your eyes. You're starting to hear what you think are voices coming from the seemingly the ether. You think it's Sin and Shepard talking at first, but then it's kind of something else. That can't be good. Right, next person turn.
Great.
I do have a okay. It needs to be coordinated, or because I do have a decent amount of science I could probably help with.
Well, I was just saying it was coordinate because Yara was saying they were trying to find stuff in the lab.
I only use science because I have a talent to basically say if it's related
Yeah,
to it.
to
like,
sub out
do it.
science.
Yeah, and we like know what the list is. We just don't know where it is in the lab, right?
Kind of.
Perhaps.
If you can justify working there, maybe you could get a boost or something. But maybe Shepard might, but that'd be about it. Is anybody
Alright.
else a scientist?
Nolly, you could try to, since you were also on the computers, you could try to find that information. to give it to the rest of the
Something
crew.
Like-
That's what I was getting at. I was gonna say, like, could Nolly grab Yara's savant and like hook it up to her savant and try to basically get those ingredients so that she can shout it out to everybody, kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's call this, since you're needing to figure stuff out. Is there one that isn't computers that's like knowledge or something?
I mean, there's knowledge.
Knowledge science. Let's do knowledge science for you.
I do not have knowledge science.
I have knowledge science. That's what I was saying. Like I can probably.
Nolly, you're a human though.
I am. Yeah. I was
Okay.
just saying I don't have knowledge science. I have knowledge lore. But I am a human, so I am adaptable.
Well, it's up to you, or you could let Krob do it since he's saying he has science.
No, I mean, how's your coordination, Krav?
Coordination is just 3 green.
Okay. I think I'll still do it because you might be useful at doing other things. I don't think I think this is maybe Nolly's best chance at being useful for something as far as
Okay.
coverage goes. So,
All right, I'll be the backup.
yeah. So I will spend a story point to use adaptable so that I can roll any skill I want. I'm going to roll piloting, and maybe we'll just say that Nolly taps into some latent knowledge she has from seeing some of these things in her travels. If it ends up working out, we'll see.
Inventory log. You've done inventory spreadsheets before.
Yeah, right. Yeah. She remembers looking at the ship's inventory. Yeah. Okay. So what is the difficulty?
I'm still gonna say it's formidable for knowledge that is outside people's expertise, so 4.
Okie doke. Alright, 4, and I use my story point so I can roll this. Alright, let's roll it.
Stressed out, but you did it.
Yeah.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
very stressy. Very, very distressy. Okay. Let's say that you're gonna take a strain from that. Then we'll say that it's hard when there's no enemies to deal with something. Well, we can always deal an additional wound to Yara, maybe. It took you longer than intended. Yara, I'm going to say that you took a wound, and I'm going to say that costs 3 threats to do that.
Okay, I'll take that trade.
Cool. Okay, yeah, so Nolly cross-connects her savant to Yara's and, does some little data bridging and then starts shouting out the names of the various things that are going to be needed.
Yara's mouth starts foaming.
And I'm going to say that this is going to progress the clock 2 slices. Once because of a success, and then an additional slice for 2 successes. Okay.
Okie doke.
Nolly should be done. Nari rattles out a list.
Nari.
Okay,
who-
so it's either Shepard or me that probably needs to do the science-related thing. What's the next step?
Sin can do coordination to gather the ingredients.
Okay,
I
yeah.
can super do coordination. Please let me do coordination. It's
So
the only way I'll be
coordinated.
able to contribute.
Sure. And you still have
gas
boost
cloud
from
expands and
Krav.
grabs everything.
Yeah. You just close your eyes and spread out your gas and become aware of where all the stuff is in the room, not using your ability.
Okay.
So let's do coordination. Let's call it difficulty 3, hard.
You did it though.
Still counts.
Yep.
And no bad things happened. You are doing things exactly as you were told. Let's get
I
the
am
cures
wall
to
crawling amongst the
halfway.
shelves and throwing them into the center of the room.
All right, Zaldenrock, Krovs, Shepard, you guys are the 3 remaining. You have all the ingredients. Now it's time to synthesize an antidote. Yara is confused and collapses like onto a table and is unable to help
Is science or medical?
this round.
Science.
I'm gonna call it science to synthesize the antidote, and then medical to administer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would
So,
love
I
to do
don't-
the medical side.
Yeah, let me do the science thing.
Krov uses their flapless discipline to carefully and cautiously synthesize the thing using the medbase
Actually,
lab.
No, the thing that I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna use primacy. So
I
using-
order the ingredients to go together.
Yeah, basically, using my presence, I can upgrade a check up to the amount equal to my presence, which is 4. So I can upgrade this check 4 times.
Everybody like is chaotic and like yelling at each other everywhere, and Krav just cautiously steps up towards the lab, the synthesizer device, and just yells, "Quiet!" And everybody stops. Yara is like sweating, but does stop yapping, and everybody watches Krav carefully use his
Okay, what is the
presence to
difficult
synthesize
die?
something. Fine, I'll give you the difficulty. I'm trying to narrate, you friend.
We're in a hurry, man.
But we're in a hurry. Let's call this. I mean, it's difficult. We'll call it formidable still. So difficulty 4. You have 4 upgrades though, so hopefully this works.
Okay. GM. Okay, I'm gonna use a story point
Okay.
to upgrade it. Wait, is it a boost or an upgrade?
I don't know. I don't have that ability.
No, for just using a story point to help his roll.
Oh.
Is an...
Yeah, that's an upgrade.
It's a 5 upgrade. Son of a bitch!
You did it!
You did it.
Still counts.
We're that much further to a cure. 2
He just pulls up the
advantages.
screen and just task by task is perfectly just like.
I mean, you can spend those
Military.
advantages how you want.
Boost the next check.
I gotta give boost the
Who's Shepard's medical?
Shepard's medical thing. All right, it's done. Don't fuck it up.
Drops on the floor.
Yeah.
No!
Shepard's
Gary just
medical
runs over
time.
and starts laughing at it. No.
Alright, going to administer medicine. What's my
Good news. It's a
Difficulty.
suppository.
They have medicine.
Difficulty. I'm gonna call it difficulty 3, but I'm gonna spend a story point to upgrade it. So add an upgrade to the bad guy dice.
But you also get a boost dice.
You also get a boost dice from Croft's thing from before.
I also have a one of the black dice from before as well.
Did that wear off?
Mm.
I think it did, because that was just from threats or something.
Oh, I thought I got that after I did my whole thing, and then we resolved the issue, so I just never rolled again.
Oh, well then, yeah, apply the setback.
Okay.
But this will remove it.
Oh.
Whoa.
Too much fur.
It does not advance the cure. Do roll one more boost die, because you had a boost from Krav and a boost from Krav's assistants. Krav used an ability
the
that
other
gave
buff he
everybody a
Yeah.
buff for 5 turns.
Nope.
Okay,
nothing.
well, as is tradition. You get nothing! Good day, sir! Alright, that's Shepard. Zaldenrock, do you want to do anything, or do you want to sit out?
Can I make things worse if I do bad? That's the
Shoot him. It's like, well, it's not working. Better put him down.
thing. Yeah, I'll. Do I give Yara my shot pistol and be like, if it's too much, no shame.
You could try to charm them to keep them calm.
Yeah, I might as well do that. I'll just there now. It's not that bad. Plants are an essential part of the ecosystem and the environment. I'm sure it won't get to that, but certainly there could be some improvements.
We'll call this
Good.
difficulty 2.
Alright, and what is it?
Charm.
Charm? Okay.
And we're not gonna versus it for this one.
No.
It's just a difficulty
Yeah, it's
2 to
about
show
as good
compassion.
as it should have went.
Oh. Okay.
It's not that
You
bad,
know-
Yar.
You know- Maybe you won't die. Today. Maybe. Does that make you feel better? You can spend the advantages how you will.
I'll add a boost to an ally's next check and recover a strain.
Okay. Well, the next check is going to be Yara. Make a resilience check.
There you go.
I need it.
That
This
was
is-
it was helpful in the end.
Hey, it helped. Yeah, no, I can't complain. Okay. It's difficulty what?
I'm going to call it difficulty 3 like before, but remember you have a setback from being disoriented and a
I
boost
just
from
got one
Zaldenrock.
boost. This
And
is
it-
all just luck. It's
If you
not
have
leaning too
Krov's
bad.
boosts as well, you could apply those.
I mean, I think he said everybody, so
Yeah, everyone got a boost for 5 turns.
Okay. So let's see. I guess there's like 2 turns left on that.
Well,
Oh,
no,
that was
it's,
lucky.
it's still a bunch. Okay, so I'm going to say from the threat you take 1 strain. And the successes mean that you're not going to take any wounds. That's lucky. All right.
Not dead yet.
Grab everybody.
Oh, did I also
Take
get strain
turns.
from my threat, or did you do something else?
I think I did something else. All right.
Okay.
This is the top of the round. Anybody can do anything. Shepard, you're in the most immediate position to do something.
I
just
mean, I
trying
probably
to-
just
Again?
administered it wrong, so I should try again.
Wrong hole.
Wrong hole.
It's
Not
not.
the
It's
ears.
not oral.
Repository the entire time.
He has a butthole.
Okay. Since you didn't succeed before, let's call this difficulty 4 now.
My good sir.
Got at least 1 boost die.
1 boost die. Yep.
Yep.
Is
But you
this
don't have the
difficulty
setback
4
die.
upgraded?
There's no upgrade.
Just making sure.
Yep, not this time because I didn't spend a story point.
Do we have story points that I could use? Because that
You
might be
have
helpful.
so many
What do
story
you
points.
Then I'm gonna use one.
So you got a boost die, a story point, and you don't have a setback.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Okay. I said that every 2 would give you an extra 1 beyond the first. There it is. It wasn't showing up. So that's 2 slices. The cure is almost there. You also have 3 advantages. How do you want to spend those?
I can pull up the thing. Figure out that. I mean, I can give a boost to the next person. That costs 1, right?
You can clear a strain out with another one.
Yes. I'm also gonna do one of my actions to
Second wind.
second one. Yeah.
It's actually an incidental.
Ew. Well, that's
You-
1, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay.
All right.
Less
Shepard
stressed.
exhales. You
It
inject
was a
the cure into
suppository the whole
Yara.
time.
You inject the cure into Yara, but I'm going to say that I'm going to spend a story point and say that something vital is missing from the cure, and Yara goes into shock. I'm going to say that
jeez.
Yara is now incapacitated. So
I didn't
now
put proteins into the vaccine to attach to the spores.
Yara first goes unconscious and then starts seizing and can no longer act on her own. So she's going to start taking damage during each of her turns until this gets fixed, but we only need 1 more success. We need to find the missing thing. This is going to have to be a science or a medical check, and Shepard has already
I just
gone.
went.
Okay, let me do the science thing, unless someone has higher than 2 yellows.
Go for it.
Whoever's next has a boost.
Please.
Okay, so, let me just do... okay, 1 boost. I'm going to use a story point to upgrade it once. Okay, science time.
Let's call this formidable. Difficulty 4.
Okay, 4 difficulty, right?
Yep. Does anybody want to try to help with this before
I
we
will.
make the roll? It'll take your turn, but
Yeah, it's there's nothing I could do to really assist this anyway because I can't like wiggle my way in order to make Yara better. So
I mean,
gonna
you
say
could
all
you could
inside
grab
Yara.
the thing that Krov is looking for.
Okay, so
okay.
there's 1 more boost.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, that doesn't seem right. You said you had an upgraded one, right? That's only 1
yeah.
green.
Did you say you had 2 yellow?
Right, yeah. Okay, because I rolled from the...
Oh, from the dice pool, not from That'll do
Okay,
it.
thank God.
Whew. Wait, this isn't
Okay,
the
that's better.
hypodermic. This is the hypodermic.
Alright. That helped.
He forgot to take the plastic off the needles.
Why isn't
Why
it?
won't it go in?
Yeah.
Oh, you said hypodermic. I got the hypodermic.
Yeah, it just caresses the flesh, the skin, not go below the skin. All right, so that is going to calm Yara down. They go out of shock. They must have been like allergic to some ingredient that was added, or maybe their
What is
body's
this
immune
chocolate
system was going
inside?
back into to overdrive.
Chocolate syrup in here.
I'm gonna
It
say
needs
that
sugar.
I'm gonna say that the 3 threats are going to deal 1 stress to Krav, 1 stress to Shepard, and 1 stress to Yara.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that every time, but I'll say that this time that causes stress for you 3 in particular.
And Yar's doing pretty good, all things considered. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, considering you having experienced a fucking seizure.
All right, Yara, I'm gonna say that you're gonna need some bed rest. So
Probably some drugs.
probably some drugs. But everybody, encounter is over. You guys can roll for encounter end.
Which one is it cool?
Either cool or
Visual.
discipline.
Oh, okay.
Nope, it's not how keen you are as to your surroundings, it's how disciplined you are or
Yeah.
how cool you are. Remember to clear out
Or
all
is
of
it
your
staring into
red,
the void?
your evil dice.
Oh, yeah, I
Thank you.
have a shit ton of evil.
Evil dice!
Oh yeah, sorry for interrupting so much. I was like, come on, I need to get the science going.
You mean that Chris created some form of like tension and time limit in our game? Wow.
That's fine. I don't care. You guys eventually solved my spore puzzle. Thank you, everyone.
My
TM,
spore puzzle
yeah,
of
You didn't have to
filling the
emergency
wedges.
create out of the blue when someone decided to choke it all down.
Well, I'm glad this is happening at the end of a session. Next week, will Yara live? I don't know yet.
it's like something from Rocky
And
Bullwinkle.
Kaiji's after the spores.
God.
Will his ears be fine?
All right, the Latani behemoth. Now that you guys are like watching it, it is cautiously like letting go of your ship with its tentacles, and then just like drifting off into space to parts unknown. It seems to be letting you go, but it's a little angry with how you treated its envoy. But it's
But it was a
treatments were-
group hug.
Yeah,
Maybe
but it
it's
was
not-
Molly, let's
it
get
was
outta
willing
here.
it was willing to compromise. You didn't fully win it over.
Okay, fine.
I think
Okay.
I got enough data. Thank y'all.
I got enough data.
This thing's a treasure trove of new data.
Yara is the science pool, what with their brain filled with L1Z1X data, and
Do I now
their
have,
body filled
like-
with spore data.
Do I have spore antibodies now?
Let's hope so.
No, you do not have antibodies. You do not get to try this again. It's like, I'm immune. I can rub myself all over the spores.
All right. Now, you guys spend some time to let Yara heal up. Do you want to like spend a day here to rest and fully heal Yara? Otherwise, I'm gonna say Yara might be disoriented for the next encounter, probably.
What's the next sector? I forget.
The next sector that you chose to go through is you were trying to either avoid or talk your way out of the Mentak Pirates system.
Oh, jeez.
Pirate dodging.
I mean,
I don't
we might
like
need
that.
to rest up because
Yeah.
we need our medical officer full up if you're gonna face pirates.
Okay, this will just be
Shepherd's
marked
pretty
as a
good.
time sink a bit to get Yara fully healed. Let's say that you all heal 1 wound. It's been a day. You can make some medicine
checks.
checks and stuff.
Send
If
them
anyone
some help.
requires assistance, I may apply my medical knowledge.
Also, this
Yeah,
will
set it
heal
in your-
all of your
yeah.
strain because you're spending a day.
Because Shepard, you pretty good at medicine. You want me to just give you the boost die and you just heal people up?
You are bedridden.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, you can just roll for other people.
Give me the stabby, Shepard.
Yeah,
Uh,
because who
lots
needs
of
some healing?
advantages.
Sin needs a little, but everybody is
I need
below
some
half, so it's
TLC.
difficulty 1 for everybody's medicine checks.
Oh, difficult. Okay. Difficulty 1. Sin. All right.
6. Sin's good.
Who else?
Yay! Does that mean I'm fully healed?
Yeah, you're fully healed.
Sure does.
Each thing's a point.
Yay!
Yara needs a little bit of bed treatment.
Difficulty 1 still.
Yeah.
Yep. Yara's below half.
1.
The antibodies are doing their work. You heal
Alright.
1. Remember, you heal 1 from the natural rest, natural healing.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a dermal sealer on the extra day, maybe.
You could probably save it.
I'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Who's next?
Nolly.
Nice.
Nice.
But Triumph. Only that did something in medicine checks.
Right.
This was a triumph.
It still counts as a success.
I'm making a note here.
Nolly, you feel extra flexible today.
Yeah, that's right.
Extra limber. But you got a boo-boo. You want to treat yourself. I think that just makes it difficulty too. 'cause
The
if you're
triumph
treating
is
yourself.
that even Rasa felt how good this was. This is great.
Yeah, right.
All right, and that's everyone.
You have 1 point if you want to heal that.
You may heal 1 hit
I-
point.
I
the end
already
of every
healed
day.
1
Okay.
because of the day.
Okay, just checking. I'm not keeping track of everybody's health.
Okay, I'll do a medicine check on myself. How about
You're
that?
even better than before.
Perfect.
I know my own body. The people
There
that
was a
don't go to
splinter.
hospitals.
You start seeing all the shabby work that Yara's done on you in the past. It's like, huh, that's not what's supposed to go in my leg.
I was concerned why this was in pain.
Oh, I got a little cut. All better.
Yep.
I'm gonna have Thraz go over to Nolly and chat with you. Hey, Nolly, we're going into pirate territory, right?
Let me just check nav. Yep, that's right. The Mentak guys, right?
Yeah. Now I got social skills, but the Mentak don't love to play nice all the time, and their ship is bigger than ours, and something is to be said about maybe survival of the fittest, survival of the biggest. Any chances you'll be able to fly us a little low and slow, get under their radar, so I don't have to whip out my silver tongue?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do the best I can. Just, I need you to not freak out when the life support starts ticking down. I'll turn it back on before it shuts all the way off. Just trust me.
I have done my fair share of hiding, not necessarily moving, but I will trust you. You seem to know your way around this hunk of junk.
Yeah, it takes a little while of learning, but you know, she's got her secrets if you're willing to get her to reveal them.
She slaps the console and the thing starts going.
Oh,
What-
wait,
what?
Sorry.
And then she keys something and shuts down the alarm.
What? Oh, okay. I will trust you for now. I am a little worried that we might try to engage in combat with this reckless crew. Just do what you think is best.
Hey, you know, what I do best is survive. So I'm gonna do that.
Good. Raz pats you on the shoulder. There's a verb UI there. It hurts. Oh, yes.
Don't get your fingers caught in there.
Okie dokie Loki. You guys ready? Go to the next system.
While we're on the downtime, I think I'm gonna just try to fix the bow I have, because it has like minor damage or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that sounds
And I
good.
go into the armory and try to finagle with it.
Isn't the
I
armor
know
in
what
the
the check
station
is.
though?
Probably, I think it's either mechanical.
The armory is in the station, but
Yeah, we might have a
Probably
little.
have a shot.
does anybody have some
Yeah.
sort of toolkit that
I do.
Zonrock could use? You have a toolkit? Okay.
Yeah,
You can
no,
borrow
the,
Nolly's
The
toolkit.
portable toolkit, yeah.
So that's gonna be a mechanics check? Is that what the yeah.
Yeah.
We'll call it a mechanics check, even though it might not be mechanical, but I think
Right.
your special bow does have some sort of mechanisms to it.
Difficulty.
I
I think that's
Don't-
a rarity thing.
It might be based on rarity. What is the rarity of your bow?
Rarity. Where's the rarity? Where are you? 8. Oh god.
So that's usually difficulty 4.
Difficulty 8.
It's not that. It's not 8, but I think it's like half of the rarity.
But yeah, it's not 8. It's half the rarity, so 4.
You might want some help with that. You got people that are mechanics.
Nope. So this is repairing gear. Repair required minor is difficulty easy.
Okay, that's
okay.
more in line
Yeah.
with what I
So,
thought.
I think I would have believed rarity based because obviously something more exotic could be
Yeah.
harder to repair.
Thank you for looking it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So what's easy? 1 or 2?
1.
1.
I'm going to spend a story point, by the way.
Oh god.
Krov's there
Make
with
it
you.
harder. It breaks if I fail.
No, just Krov's there with you. Krov,
Okay.
I have picked up my sim and dropped you into the situation.
I'm like, who the hell is Krov? Oh, okay.
You're like sitting down at the bench, you're fiddling, suddenly behind you, he's just there.
Ugh.
Oda Wanawanga.
Can I help you?
No.
Perfect. I'm gonna fix my thing now.
Great
Sure
story
are.
interaction.
No one can help me.
It's the skill.
We're like that the Ron Swanson was like a I knew this there was this guy. I never learned his name and we never spoke to each other.
We still
As
don't
friends.
talk sometimes.
Yeah.
That didn't quite work.
Well, at least I know I need to add some shit in mechanics just to fix this damn bow.
Krov, do you have mechanics?
No.
Do you dislike this pitiful display?
I'll allow you a
Damn.
second opportunity to fix it, or I'll allow
if I play
Krov
with
to.
Krov?
I'll allow Krov to let you roll a boost die if you talk to them and ask them for help. Shane's like, oh,
What?
fuck.
Why?
This is amazing.
This is because I wouldn't trade in Bonanza yesterday, isn't it?
This is the DM equivalent of
Why?
this is our get along shirt.
Yeah. Why aren't
Yeah.
Why aren't you roleplaying? I specifically requested it. You don't happen to have any knowledge of ancient Shikrai weaponry, do you?
It's a bow. It's a stick that you tie a string to. Hey, tie a string to it.
I think the string is a little more, I don't know.
I don't know, Krov, have you had any interest in ancient weapons that maybe you were like a nerd about World War II or something?
Hey, I'm not a Vermont
I feel like if anything, Krov would be like, I've seen these snap on the other side of the battlefield and I've put holes in their wielders.
Of course I know how to fix it, because I know how they break. I don't know. Krov, are you willing to lend a hand?
I will assist because I despise incompetence.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're watching
pity.
over his shoulder as he can't quite fix it and your eye twitches a little bit.
Is it like
Move
hey,
aside.
Scrape off the glue. I'm just like doing like and you gotta trim off the little nubs. It's gonna get it's gonna cause unnecessary strain and clean up the mold lines.
But this wasn't mass-produced. This is a specific ancient relic that was... No, they're made in a factory. How do you think they make so many?
For Lord's sake, thin your paints.
Yes.
Okay, roll a boost die, Zalnrock. I won't torture you forever.
Jesus.
You pick up the bow, it's covered in duct tape.
I have an idea. It's like I'm gonna make a comment. It's like hey, whoever can who's good at repairs, report to Zaldenrock's quarters now.
I
Like
believe
a
it.
crowd thing.
Oh,
This
can
is
I-
my
I just-
revenge. This
can
is
I
this is
just
what
want
you
to-
get for shooting me.
As Thraz and Nolly are having their conversation in the cockpit and like Nolly slams the thing and the alarm starts going off, that comes over the comms. She goes, ooh, I want to take her on that. And she punches in the code to stop the alarm and then immediately just runs back.
What?
Okay.
The red
Thraz
feather?
jumps in the freaking pilot seat.
Sin comes in. Was the red feather that you gave me somehow important?
Zaldenrock, you are surrounded by your friends now.
All I want is this damn boat to not have a minor inflection to it. I thought it would be easy to fix. My damn people make shoddy equipment. God, what the?
And then Zaldenrock struggles with duct
Incoherent
tape.
grumbling.
I slam the thing back in the freaking desk.
Nolly or Sin, you still have the opportunity to make a mechanics check instead.
Yeah, I mean, Nolly can hop into the seat and or hop into a little rolly chair, wheel it over, and then Noodle kind of wakes up off her back and climbs onto the bench and starts poking around on it too.
Sin is just holding the feather that Zaldenrock gave him.
Yeah.
That's his only contribution.
I
So
can
Nolly,
make
it's a
more of
difficulty
those.
1.
I don't need that.
Difficulty 1?
Yep, and I'll say that Sin could give you a boost by providing moral support and making sure Zaldenrock doesn't touch it.
Love that.
Yeah. But you also gave me a feather off the bow. Remember? The
Oh,
reason
that's-
why I
that's
looked
what
up
the-
a
is-
ribbon.
Yeah, so
Yeah, no,
that's
yeah.
why that was structurally important, that ribbon.
Yeah, no, Nolly's like, she's like
That
poking
was a
around on
ribbon.
it,
The
readjusting.
Oh, it
feather
was a
was
ribbon.
my feather.
Oh yeah,
It's
okay.
two separate things.
But there
Okay.
is also
For
the
some
ribbon,
reason I
yeah.
had it written down as feather. So yeah, the ribbon.
But yeah,
Sin is
Nolly-
giving back
Ah.
the ribbon.
I believe
she's
that
poking
was
around on it.
decorative.
No, Nolly's poking around it. She's like,
Oh no, see, yeah, no, they're really fragile. You actually over-attentioned this. You need to let that go so this part doesn't pinch.
and like her and Noodle are like sort of soldering on it and getting things connected. And she notices Sin has like the ribbon in hand. She's like, it just needs one more thing. And she holds out her hand to Sin.
Sin gives it to Nolly.
And Nolly connects the ribbon.
There, the last piece. Should be good.
It was literally just like one joint was tilted slightly at the wrong angle, so you couldn't get it like structurally sound.
Yeah, it was like basically just like miscalibrated.
I'm going to spend another story point. You guys have all the story points.
Okay.
Nolly and Sin, you guys each add your own colored ribbons to the bow,
Yes!
representing your friendship.
It's a
Oh, what
friendship
color?
bracelet.
What
I
color
love
is
it.
Sin? Kind of like wispy bluish.
Yeah, sure, blue. Krios are blue.
Nolly's is like yellow with like black stripes on it. Like diagonal black / stripes.
Hufflepuff.
This is Horizon Zero Dawn now.
Sure. Zaldenrock, you're alloy. A duranium alloy, specifically.
Duranium alloy.
All right. Good. You succeeded at my role-playing puzzle, Zaldenrock.
Did I? Felt like I
know,
failed
I
real
don't feel
hard.
good. I don't feel successful.
I feel like I had roleplay done to me. I might need counseling.
All right. Well, back to new. That's good.
Yeah, it's back to new. And it has ribbons on it which cannot be removed. They are structurally integral
Right.
to the bow.
Now if I sneak in the forest. I have
They also
something that's
added
gonna-
bells.
Oh, good. God.
No, I already spent all
Subtlety
my
is-
story points. I can't add any more. All right. You guys zoom off to the next
Zoom.
system. You guys all ready?
I think
Let's
so.
go.
I think so.
You
I don't
come
think
out.
so, but we're gonna go ahead anyway.
You come out of warp into the Velnor system. This system has 2 planets in it, as well as a few other celestial bodies orbiting a sun, like most of the systems. However, there is immediately an alert. There has been talk of a dreadnought controlled by the Mentak in this area. The planets are also controlled by the Mentak. Let's go to this page. Okay.
Why am I on the map? Can I not be on the map?
You just swimming next to the ship.
I mean, I can, but not in this circumstance.
I mean, I don't see you on the map.
I don't either.
I see my token just like plopped right in the middle, so I'm gonna refresh.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, you're not in the sun.
I see a sun.
I see a sun in my sun.
Yeah, it's because sin is
sun,
the
not a
star of
sin.
our lives.
A sun.
Sin of the Solar Empire.
Oh, I
That's
disappeared. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh, thank God I'm gone.
Oh, I'm gone.
God, I wish.
Okay.
Disappear from that last scene.
Okay, so we are just going to do everything pretty narratively for this. They're going to be loose range bands and all that, but mainly I have created a mini game.
God.
All right, you will notice.
God damn it.
I know. This is the actual puzzle. I'm sorry. So there are 3 special colored clocks at the bottom. One says target lock. It's red. One says silence. It's blue. And one says escape. It is green. When the escape clock fills, this encounter is a success. The silence clock can fill up, and the more silence you have, the more setbacks the enemy will have on piloting and like targeting you. But you will also gain setbacks on your own piloting because it's harder to fly silent and low. And the target lock, when that gets, the target lock can increase from the enemy and their actions, and that will upgrade their gunnery checks and their scanning checks and make it easier to find you. For the record, you do not want to be found by the enemy dreadnought, which is called a Coalition Hellhound, piloted by Mentak combat pilots. They are detecting somebody new in the system, and they look smaller than them. They want some fresh salvage for their dreadnought. Okay, why don't we roll for some initiative? Remember to clear out your things. I'm going to clear out the actual initiative. Apparently there's still some things left over. Actually, I think that might have been people trying to roll cool.
It's all cool, right?
We're going to call this cool for you guys and vigilance for them. I'm going to try and find their vigilance. Okay.
Oh, jeez, what the hell are these rolls?
Bug in front of me. Also, their thing isn't rolling correctly. I'm gonna delete the NPC turns. I don't know why it always does this. Nope. Damn it, I deleted a PC turn because of my slow-ass computer. Allie, re-roll yours.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
That's pretty good.
I will not be using it. Somebody else can use this first. No.
Sehr gut.
Okay. Please.
I mean, now I rolled a 3-1. That's what I'm using.
Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
let me go
Got the-
first because I give the boost to everyone and free
yeah.
maneuvers. So, you know, you guys can all
Fly
use it.
quiet. Crow shouts, everybody calm down!
No, actually, he just passes out little notes and it has commands on it, like "Shut up, sit down. You're
Yeah.
doing a great job."
All
My-
Adams.
Relay the last
Yeah.
part. Strike the last bit from the record.
Okay. It looks like we have an NPC turn first. So
Oh boy.
they're going to make a computers check. I have put 2 of their turns in here. So they're going to get to go 2 times just because they have a lot of people on board. And I'm putting their minion groups at 5. So they are going to make a computers check to try and get a target lock on you guys. I have to enter it. Computers. They do not have this skill. Just roll. Okay. They failed to do so, but they're going to give themselves a boost on their next check. Right. You see scans come across your board. Nolly quickly tries to get you guys to quiet down.
Yes. I'll read the skill out broadly because we'll probably have to massage it for this encounter since you want it to be like a long
A thing instead of just saying, I do it?
Yeah, right. So Fly Quiet is once per encounter while controlling the spaceship, I can make a hard piloting check or operating if it's an operating one. If it's successful, the ship vanishes from sensors and cannot be located unless it fires weapons, broadcasts a signal, or performs another activity that allows others to spot it.
Okay.
Or unless an opponent aboard another starship with sensors makes an opposed computers versus piloting check targeting your character. So I don't know if we want to make it so that all of the difficulty of all their checks will become my piloting skill until they resolve it, or something
Sure.
like that. But
That
okay.
sounds fine.
And that's if I succeed anyway. I still might fail this. So
Yeah, and I was gonna say that piloting is your check to increase the silence gauge. So
okay, cool. So yeah, I am going to do Fly Quiet. She's going to shut down all unnecessary systems on the ship. So this is difficulty hard. All right.
Shipper takes a nap.
Clunk.
Wow. All right.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, aren't I supposed to have a? No, because Krov hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, I haven't done the boost, but I mean, you're reacting to the sensor thing. You might as well just get it done now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just rolled and I have just an advantage.
Okay. Oh shit. What else? Well, I don't want to do a transmission because that's gonna alert everyone. So I think I think we're just gonna have to like pass unless someone else can do something.
So another way that I have to increase silence is mechanics. So an engineer might be able to help with that.
Yeah.
You can also try to scramble the enemy target lock, which is 0 right now. They haven't gotten a lock.
And I still have a maneuver,
so it's either Shepard or Yara that needs to do mechanic thing, right?
Yeah, I got mechanics.
I
All right.
have a thing up my sleeve to help with mechanics.
So we want to do mechanic?
I'm gonna finish my turn by just doing a maneuver. I assume we're probably at cruising speed right now, so we're at like 2 out of 3 speed, maybe.
Sure.
Is that correct? All right, I'm gonna use a maneuver decelerate and just bring us down to speed 1.
Okay.
That's my maneuver. Now I'm done with my turn. Okie doke.
Who wants the next piloting check? Or next PC turn?
Shepard said you wanted to do mechanics.
I don't have to. I do have a thing that can help where it's like a resourceful mechanic.
Okay, then why don't Yara do it first since you can just do it native. You're just good at it naturally, right?
All right. Okay, so what's the difficulty?
We're gonna say that the difficulty for increasing the silence, we'll say that it is. Sorry, I'm just looking at the Dreadnought and at the enemy abilities. Come on. Oh god, it's so slow. Let's call this difficulty 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 1 rank in it, but I got an intellect as my main stat. Yay!
Okay.
1 success.
1 success. We will say that you have increased your silence.
And how you want to use that threat?
Let's cause you 1 stress. Strain, whatever.
All right. Can I do anything to assist somebody in the next one, or do anything with a maneuver to do that?
You can.
All right. Yara's just trying to prep whatever she can so that the next person has a good shot at whatever check they need to do. She's just making sure she's doing the best mechanic job she can. I'm done.
Fantastic.
Next turn. Other actions that you could do, you could try to scan for the enemy dreadnought. Right now it's visible on the map, but technically you guys don't know where it is.
The scanning reveals the breaks the stealth, so I don't think we should do that.
We are not currently in Fly Silent because I didn't succeed on the check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then we can do it first before trying to go back in.
Yeah.
What kind of check is scanning?
We're gonna call it computers.
What's the difficulty?
It can also be perception. I'll say
I
that
think I'm better
perception
at
is
that.
a little harder. Where? Because that is an actual skill.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Scan the enemy. Perception, difficulty 3.
Yes.
Okay. I have 2 yellows. It's not terrible. And with the boost, that could work. So I'll do that.
And you can always use a story point to upgrade.
Yep. You guys have all of them.
Yeah, I'll say I'm extra paranoid. I'll use the story point.
I didn't use one because I didn't think I'd need it with 3 yellows versus 3 purples.
I didn't think you needed it either. Okay, a success. I'm going to say that that means you have located the dreadnought. Let's say that the dreadnought is originating much closer than you thought. It is on Velnor. It was orbiting the planet. So it is over here.
Oh fuck!
Hooray! Alright, success. Next PC turn.
Who's next besides me and then Southern Rock?
Yeah,
You
but I
can
don't
get a
really
green
have
light
anything for
Shepherd.
this, so.
I mean, you can co-pilot, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
If you co-pilot, it will remove setbacks. Setbacks are going to end up getting caused by silence. Right now, you guys have 1 setback die on piloting. If you succeed at a charting course check as the co-pilot, you can remove it for the pilot.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Right, I think that's a piloting check.
Piloting 2. So
Ah,
2
of course.
difficulty, 2 purples.
Yep.
Duh.
The Triumph.
Oh.
Oh, but it was canceled. Okay.
So nothing happens.
Yeah. Wonder if we can spend the Triumph still. I'm gonna say that it just gets canceled because of just how it played out.
Okay, then I guess I will try the co-piloting.
If you'd like, you can chart a course.
Okay, is it astrocartography?
Piloting.
Piloting. Okay. All right. What's the difficulty?
2. All right, success. You've canceled out the setback that the pilot has. All right, NPC turn now. They're going to once again try to scan you guys. I forgot to add the minion stuff, so now it's going to roll properly, which is going to be a little difficult. I should try and keep the purple dice on their sheet, actually. Not on the GM sheet, because that'll interfere with you guys. Okay, so they have a setback die. They have a boost from themselves. We're going to call this difficulty 4. Okay. Do it up. Okay. They have augmented their target lock on you guys.
Shit.
PC turn, and then they're gonna get another NPC turn. That's just the way it played out.
Who's the last one left?
I believe it's
Zo-
Shepherd.
Yeah, Shepard.
Yeah, because Shepard saved the mechanics roll.
Yeah. It doesn't mean it's gonna be good, but I have a thing, so it's like when your character makes a mechanics check to repair system strain, hull trauma vehicles, they repair 1 additional system strain or hull trauma per rank. Oh, it's not useful right now.
It's not. You guys have no hull trauma.
No.
You want to do something else?
I can still just do mechanics. It's
You
just
can
I
do
can't use my little thing.
You can do mechanics to help increase your guys' silence.
Yeah. Any setbacks or
None yet.
difficulty?
What was the
Okay.
difficulty?
Oh yeah, difficulty.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like, am I just gonna roll?
We'll call this difficulty 2.
Did it
You
go
did it.
through?
Yeah, it went through.
Oh, you
Uh,
did. Okay.
2 successes.
I beat it.
Okay. Let's increase your silence by 1. If it was 3 successes, I would have done it by 2 steps. But
Oh, that's nice. Thanks for telling me I only just did okay.
I'm just trying to set a standard for myself. After playing this for a while, I think that like wedges, like in equation to Blades in the Dark, about 2 successes is worth a wedge of a clock, I think. But you don't know. All right, you guys are a little more silent now, thankfully. But it's the top of the round, which is an NPC turn. So they are going to maneuver their ship closer. It's going to inflict some hull strain on them, but they're a dreadnought. They have a fuck ton of that, so I'm not going to track it. So they're going to move closer, and they are going to fire a shot at you guys. They have 1 upgrade thanks to the target lock, but they have 2 setbacks thanks to you guys flying silent. They are guided missiles, so they are going to potentially hit you guys. I'm gonna roll it separately because I'm afraid that it's not gonna do the minion roll properly. Let's do some gunnery. And you guys are 1 range band away. Well, 2 technically. So do it that way. Give them an upgrade. 2 setbacks. Okay, let's do a roll. 1 success and 1 triumph. Let's see what they did. Actually, we're gonna resolve this thusly. Since you guys are at like an increased range distance for this, let's say that the shots are coming in. They are missiles. Next PC turn, if the missiles aren't shot down before the next NPC turn, they will hit you guys.
So that's intercept projectiles? Yeah.
I'm gonna call it a gunnery check to try to intercept them.
Well, there's a thing called intercept projectiles, which is gunnery 3, vigilance 2, or computers 3.
Yeah, that's an action to give them an upgrade to their check, but since they're already coming, I'm gonna say that it's just gonna be a hard gunnery check, just like that check, but it's gonna have a different result.
Yeah. The intercept projectiles thing, Dan, is like Chris said, where you're basically rolling an action to be ready to intercept projectiles.
Okay.
Yeah. But in this case, you are actively doing so. We're doing stuff a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what we're basing off.
So, if anybody here is good at gunnery or good at
I
agility,
think that's my only thing.
If someone
So
were to be an
Bird,
avian
come
of
save
some
us, Bird.
sort.
I just wasn't sure. We're at the top of the round, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
the top of the
Everybody
round
get
was an
rid of the
NPC turn. Now it's a
Right.
PC turn.
Can we
We're at
Everybody
the
get rid
top
of
hear
of our
the
round.
thumbs up?
Yep. Your thumbs.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize people were using it.
That's a shame.
Oh, I gotta select everybody first, then clear turns.
Nice.
Alright, so...
We all love the thumb system.
It's pretty good.
When you remember.
I just forget about it because I'm the DM.
And then what's the difficulty?
3. Gunnery 3.
3, and I'll story point it, whatever.
You can maneuver aim? Can you maneuver aim? I don't know if you can maneuver aim.
I forget.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say you could.
Why not?
Okay, cool. So you want to use your
Yeah.
maneuver to aim?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to say, hold on, before you roll, you are also going to get 2 setbacks because you are trying to fly silent.
That aim is important.
Yeah, the silence gives setbacks, but it doesn't just give them to the enemy, it also gives it to you guys.
So 3 difficulty, 2 setback, one.
One aim boost.
3 difficulty, 2 setbacks, 1 upgrade, 1 boost.
Zoldenrock, I'm doing something!
I'm doing it!
And the partridge in the pear
Please let me
tree?
go! Please let me roll!
So,
I got all advantages!
God damn it.
it's a skit from I Think You Should Leave. Damn.
I only roll advantages today, apparently. Good lord. I have
Okay.
done
Sorry.
less than nothing.
To be fair, those setbacks didn't do anything either.
You took care of some of the missiles, but others are still coming your way. You could use those advantages, though, to boost someone.
Spending combat results. I don't have a strain, so that doesn't matter.
Anyone else good at gunnery?
This.
I am.
Yeah, I'll just add to an ally's next check and.
Somebody check the Tengu as well for weapons. Like, you can't just use the same weapon multiple
I can
times.
add 2 boosts, technically,
I
right?
think we have 2 weapons.
You can, it'll take 2 strain.
Well, the advantages. There's one for
Oh, yeah,
one advantage, and there's another for 2 advantage.
I guess technically. I'm going to say that
'Cause it's-
they can't be given to the same person, though.
All right.
So
well,
one's
how
for the
about
next check and one's for next.
I'll
another
add.
person.
I'll add a boost to the next ally's check, and then for the 2, I'll add a setback to the target's next check.
Ooh, okay. You explode some asteroids, and it confuses the scanners for the enemy a bit.
Okay, do you want me to do the gunnery next then?
Probably.
Please?
Okay, I'm gonna kick Nolly off of the weapons because Nolly's on there for some reason.
No, I'm on pilot.
I'm looking at the
Oh,
ship.
like on the actual sheet. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
It's theater of the mind. How much does it matter?
Well, just so he can macro the roll to the sheet.
Yeah, I get it. I
Okay.
have to avoid it because minions suck at that. It doesn't apply the number of minions to the roll.
Okay, so it's 3 difficulty.
Yes. And you have a
Okay,
boost.
and then the Zolron gave me a boost, right?
You can also take an aim action, and you also
Okay.
have 2 setback dice because we're flying silent.
Setback dice, and then one additional boost from aiming, right?
Yep.
So
Okay.
2 setback, 2 boost.
Okay. And
2
then-
setback, 2 boost, 3 difficulty, and then you roll. Hey, you did it.
All right.
Boost to the next person is basically what I'm gonna do with the advantage.
All right. You've shot down the missiles before they've hit you guys, so that's good. And the next person has a boost. Cool beans. Another PC turn. Who wants it? There's 3 more turns before the next.
I want to hack
bad
the
guy.
enemy systems to compromise the weapons.
Well, you can't specify the weapons unless you get a triumph.
Yeah, but that's the main reason why I want to try and hack them anyway. It also can affect the system strain. Like, I just want to hack the enemy. It does other
Alright.
stuff.
In our thing, it'll probably just end up reducing the target lock, right?
Yeah, mostly. So that was an action that I had offered. You can scramble the target lock.
That's fine.
And we're going to call that a computer's check. Difficulty 3.
All right. I can't really do anything to boost this without using a story point, so yeah, I'm fine just doing a straight check.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say so use a story point, but you did fine.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Okay.
Ha! Ha!
I
I'm
mean,
going to disable a weapon.
I'll say the Triumph does what you want it to. It's going to disable their weapons next turn, so even if they get a target lock, they can't shoot their ships. Shoot your ship.
It doesn't really say for how long. It just says compromise a weapon. I guess maybe they have.
That
fix
means
it.
that they would need to try to fix it, yeah. But I'm
Okay.
going to just say it's disabled for a round.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Because I mean, there's an entire crew on the ship. If it's disabled, someone's gonna fix it.
Someone will fix it.
I'm going to inflict. Can I inflict system strain on them? I mean, is that even useful in this scenario?
Not in this scenario. They have like 100 system strain.
I'll get there eventually.
Like you're not going to
Nah.
get there. When we finally do actual ship combat against a dreadnought, it's going to take multiple sessions.
No. I'll give the boost. I'll split the boost. So one specific to Shepard, and then the next one's for the next person's roll.
Okay.
Share the
Cool.
boost.
Next PC slot. Who wants it?
Well, now I can try some flying.
Okay, that will progress the escape bar,
Yeah, that seems worthwhile.
since that is the victory condition for this encounter.
You get a boost.
Oh, you know what? Even though I have a boost, does someone, let me see, Krav and, I was going to say if someone wants to try and plot a course to make the piloting check easier.
You have one setback canceled from, I think, Sin? Maybe Krav? One of them did it.
Oh yeah, I did it last turn for one setback cancel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Okie doke. Yeah, so I'll just do that then. So, all right. So this is going to be piloting and difficulty, what is it, 3?
Yeah, we'll call it difficulty 3. I'm going to say that 3 is going to be the default for this encounter.
Okay. And then one setback, and I have a boost.
One setback, one boost. Yes.
Alrighty. We'll just do the piloting, and then my maneuver will probably be to.
Oh, poop!
either
I just realized
accelerate-
something.
Nope.
Honest thing, I forgot to add the setback dice.
Uh-oh.
Would I still have setbacks on the computer check?
Yes. The silence kind of adds setbacks to every effect.
That's what I thought.
Other than mechanics. Mechanics is fine, because that's what boosts
Okay,
up the
but
silence.
I would have still succeeded because I got one success and one triumph.
Okay, it's worth noting.
Okay. All right, continue. Sorry.
Okay, doke. Sorry. So I think I have this all set up, and then I'll use my maneuvers afterwards because I might just like increase the speed of the ship and then start moving away or something. So
Okay.
all right, let's roll it. I'm also going to use a story point to upgrade this.
Oh, I also need to.
I'm only going to add a single green die, but whatever.
I'm going to reduce the target lock. I forgot to do it. I disabled their weapons, but I didn't reduce the target lock. Okie dokie, that's a success. I'm going to say that gets 2 wedges. And this is an 8 clock, so that will matter.
I'm
Come on.
going to use one of the advantages to give the next person a boost on the roll, and then I'm going to use 2 of the advantages on Driven to Succeed, and I'm going to buy back 2 story points for us.
No! Those are mine! Anyway. You zoom off.
Yeah.
Let's say story-wise, you've moved away from them.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Nolly's maneuver might be to accelerate up to speed 2, but technically at the start of her turn, the ship moved 1. So
Yeah, we'll just say that you're like up here. You're hiding around
Yeah,
this
that's-
moon or something.
cool. That's fine. Yeah, we're back up to cruising speed. That's the important thing.
Yep, and they lost target lock, so they don't quite know where you are.
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty, I'm done.
Next PC turn. It's either Shepard or Zaldenrock.
I don't really know what I can do, so if someone has an idea of what I can do, I'm just kind of big guy.
Well, if you have mechanics, which I think you have at least 1 rank in, you can help
Yeah.
increase your silence
Okay, so
by
that'll be my
like
goal.
keeping track of life support, keeping
Going
everything.
into the cargo bay and make sure everything's like tied down.
Basically, just making
Stuff like
sure that things come back online when they need to be. So you're cautiously turning things off, turning things on, to keep
I mean,
things
if you want,
low
I can just roll
energy.
that now.
Yep, difficulty
Yeah, might as
3.
well.
Difficulty 3. There's a boost from
From Nolly.
Nolly. Yes.
Nolly's like, hey, can I get the life support offline? We're trying to go slow here.
Ooh.
Life support. Life support?
I don't usually touch this button. No.
It's okay. There's no sound in space. But
Fair.
so I'm gonna call that a fail. Because it's a fail, let's actually increase their target lock again. I'm gonna say that was the effect of
Sorry.
this. You've turned on a system that didn't need to be on, and they've detected it. All right, they're gonna take advantage of that. You do have a maneuver, but do you want to just use that to give somebody a boost?
Yes. Zaldenrock. Because maybe Zaldenrock can
Well-
do something clever with like sending out a decoy or something they can chase. Or
Maybe
whatever.
the thing you turned on was the engines or the nav system. If he's gonna co-pilot.
I took my turn already this round.
Oh, who
I did the gunnery for
did the gunnery? Who needs to go
projectiles.
then? Krav?
Sin?
Sin?
I
think it's me.
shot the
Yeah,
second one.
Right.
Yeah, so Sin.
it's Sin. Yeah. So, I can attempt a co-piloting check.
Yeah, so you have 2 boosts for that, but NPC is going to go first. Okay.
Okie dokie.
You guys have still 2 silence. They have 1 target lock, which is 1 upgrade. They can't use their guns, but they will try to increase their target lock. Let's do it. Okay. They succeed, so they increase it by 1. They get 3 threats, so I'm gonna say that you're gonna get an additional 3rd boost on top of that Sin. And yeah, and then they just suck up the other threat as strain or something. They're going to use maneuver to try and chase you down. The Dreadnought is now dreadfully close to you. You guys are hiding in the shadow of this moon, but they could have sworn they saw you go in here. Next NPC turn. Or sorry, next PC turn. Sin.
Okay, so this is a piloting check.
Yep, difficulty 3? Or is it
Okay.
2 for... Because this one actually has like a mechanic. Difficulty 2 piloting or 3 perception.
Ooh, 2 yellows or 4 greens.
There's a higher chance of getting success on yellows.
Okay, but perception is the harder one. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Because
Give
I
us-
have 4
go
greens on piloting.
Yeah, go with what you feel is comfy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give it a shot. Why not?
You yell, punch it! You got try to zoom out from behind the moon. Hopefully their scans have passed you over.
I mean, Nolly punches it.
You punch the scanner.
Yeah.
I have to fix that now. Woohoo!
Okay, that's a success. So that's going to remove any setbacks from being silent. So the next piloting check is made with no setbacks.
Yay! Okay, I helped.
Okay, their next NPC turn, they still can't shoot because it hasn't been a full round. I'll say that they still can't shoot at you guys, but they will continue to try and get a target lock. Just because they have 2 turns, so they're a little weird. Let's computers. Ooh, they failed. They got a bunch of
Spectacularly.
advantages. How can I spend those? How can I spend those? I'm gonna disable your guys' guns until the next round. So I'm gonna say that they maybe they let out some sort of targeted EMP bomb or something, and it temporarily is stopping your weapons. Thankfully, the engine doesn't work like that. So you zoom out of there. Top of the round. Piloting?
Yeah. We can let another piloting check rip.
Okay. Rip it and rip it.
List difficulty 3, no setbacks, and no upgrades this time too, right?
No upgrades unless you story point.
I won't story point this time because I checked my skills and there's something I wished I had used earlier, but we'll see if it matters.
Okay.
Let it rip. Okay, it does matter. Oh, alright, I had the upgrade in anyway, but whatever. It does matter. Nolly is a natural at piloting, so once per encounter session, I can re-roll piloting.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
You're a natural.
Yeah. Once per session.
One with the force.
Alright, let's do it.
Grilling stuff.
Look at
Grilling
all
stuff.
those successes,
Incredible
all of
stuff.
those fails.
I know.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Nolly zooms out. Let's try spinning. That's a neat trick.
Ross on the other side of the brain.
Can
going,
we
"Fuck!"
not?
Right. You haven't progressed the escape at all, but maybe your speed is giving you a boost if somebody's trying to shake the lock or something. Do you want to maybe give Yara a boost from that?
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Spinning helps the lock, and maneuver will be just reposition. So we'll just move one range band away from these guys.
Sure.
All right, and I am still done, so my little thummy stays there.
Okay. I'll just move this guy. I'm gonna just keep the Shrike and the Mongrel off to the side unless we decide to use them later.
Yeah, they're just tailing. They're in a little
They're-
tether.
Yeah, they're in the tether. They're at strategic range.
Who's on the Shrike?
All right.
Jettison the Shrike as a distraction.
Next PC turn. Who wants it?
The try piloting, I guess. Can I do that?
Um,
Piloting.
I'm gonna
Do you
say
want
only.
me to do astrocartography?
I'm gonna say only the pilot can do the piloting check,
Oh,
or
I think so.
we'll say maybe only one person can attempt the piloting check each round.
Could
But-
I astrocartography for next round?
What
You
do
can
you?
also computers to try and break the target lock. I did
Yeah.
boost.
They're
I'll just do
currently at target lock 2, which is upgrading their checks twice.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. So what's the difficulty again?
3.
And we still have the setback dice?
2 of them, yes.
Okay, 1 boost. Barely got it.
Whoa!
That's silly.
That did not get it, by the way.
Oh, it takes 2?
No, it kept the triumph. There are no successes.
Oh,
That's-
3 failures.
Yeah,
and
3
you gotta,
failures
like,
cancels
yeah.
out success, triumph.
you're right. Okay.
But you're still reminded that a triumph occurred.
Could I still use that triumph to
So rude.
momentarily mess with their system? So that, again,
Can I
Um,
succeed without succeeding?
I'll say that they can't attempt to increase their target lock next turn, maybe.
okay.
But you didn't reduce it at all. Does that
Yeah,
sound
well-
good, like a good compromise?
Good that's fine. Because, yeah, what do I do with all these things? I guess I'll recover strain, give the boost to somebody the next turn, then I'll give a specific boost to a shepherd, I guess.
And
Alright.
also,
Specific, okay.
Shane for Zaldenrock, if he is like sort of doing a co-piloting type thing, you could also do the co-pilot skill, which is downgrading the piloting difficulty of the pilot.
Oh, right. I forgot that's a different, separate skill.
Right.
I'm just reading the things down in the bottom right.
Yeah. And it is true. That one's difficulty 2.
I'm just throwing that out there because I know you wanted to try and do piloting stuff, since
Yeah.
there's nothing for you to shoot.
Yeah, so essentially I'm just twiddling my thumbs in the corner of the ship right now.
Yeah, but you could always co-pilot to either reduce
Right.
setbacks or reduce difficulty as well. Or if
Yeah, so
anybody gets any.
I don't know how
other
much it
great
does
ideas.
now, because we already had a piloting check. For the
It'll be
turn.
for next
Set it up
round.
For next round.
All right, yeah, I'll do that then. All right, so it's vehicle actions, co-piloting.
Difficulty 2 piloting.
Difficulty 2. Okay. Haha.
All right. That is a success. 3 successes gets you something. Downgrade difficulty of pilot's next check by 1 per success to a minimum of 1. So, Nolly, your next piloting check is 1.
Yeah.
Good job. Zaldenrock takes the helm to help guide while Nolly is like using the yaw or something. Okay. Good job, Zaldenrock. Next PC turn.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you want to use your maneuver to help the next person?
Yeah, might as well.
I feel like that's just what we're doing until someone actually has a reasonable maneuver to do. We're just sort of juggling a boost down.
Honestly, I would just suggest alley-ooping people. Like say, hey, I'll give a boost to so-and-so for their next check.
I am
Yeah,
kind of
just-
like, what can we do at this point? Because we're trying to just run away. It's hard.
Well, I've told you how to progress the clocks. There's piloting for escape. Silence can be increased with mechanics or computers. Target lock can be decreased with computers.
And the downside of increasing silence can be negated by doing plot of course.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do that.
You can also
I'll
specifically assist people with your your Krav abilities.
Yeah, but I think I'm just gonna do. I mean, no one's really strained or anything. I think I'm just gonna cut in this turn and just gonna do chart a course with astrocartography.
Okay.
3 difficulty, and then let's see. Everything's 3 difficulty, right? So
Yeah, I'll allow astrocartography for this.
And you get a boost.
Which might be important, it seems.
Oh, boost. Okay, hold on. Nope.
Well, 2 threats. 2 threats. Let's say that you take 1 strain.
Okay.
And that's it. We'll just say that that's all that happens.
Next person's turn.
Okay.
I'll take it. I'll do silent since that's really all I can attribute to.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So that will get you a boost. Silence is now at 3.
Oh, we didn't reset the thumbs up thing.
I mean, we did reset it, just people haven't been putting it on, I think.
Well, mine's on
Well,
right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're like all
They're just
on
on.
my end.
Oh.
Well, I turned mine back on. It's still there.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh.
I've removed them all because it was
you go.
requested.
Thank you. So boost gets passed along to. Did Yara go? Alright, okay. Sin!
What?
I pass you boost.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Use the boots.
Use the boots.
Okay.
4 people have gone. Who are those? Sin, Shep, Nolly.
No, I think
And
it was
Nolly, Yara,
yeah.
Shepard, Zoldenrock.
Oh, I think I have to go. I hate it. Okay.
I'm sorry. That's why I was like, I'll pass it to you, because then.
Thank you. I hate it.
Rob went as well. We're missing
Yeah.
1 PC turn unless I didn't hit next.
You might have not hit next.
I think
Is it-
you just didn't hit next on one of them.
Yeah,
As
because
long as you have the right amount of slots, it should be fine.
Yeah, Krav went, Nolly went, Yara, Shepard, and Zoldenrock went. Sin's the only one who hasn't. So we should be at the NPC turn now.
So we should be at the NPC turn. Okay. So I must not have hit it twice. All right. NPC. They have at least half a target lock, so they're gonna shoot. Let's do it up. At the correct difficulty. Difficulty 3. You're applying 3 setbacks to them. They're getting 2 upgrades. Also, we're going to call this strategic range instead of difficulty 3. We're going to say that we're always at basically difficulty 5 for them. They're going to rely on their boosts. Come on, scroll. There we go. Okay, they failed. They get a threat. So I'm going to say that they get a setback. Cool beans. Sin.
Sin.
You might be on push to talk. Or you might
Jay,
have
are you on?
or you might have run away when I said NPC turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm back. What do you need? What?
It's your turn. There are no
Fuck.
other turns to have.
Fuck.
You
Roll
can't run away.
mechanics. I don't know.
Okay.
Or plot course.
Or
Um,
plot course, yeah.
Oh, they're also going to maneuver to go into here.
Oh,
And you get a
shit.
boost.
Okay, good. So. Okay, I'm bad at both of those things. Can I please do a piloting check or anything else?
Oh, you can do piloting. You can do plot course for piloting.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I would like to do
And it's
that.
even easier if you do piloting.
Oh,
Difficulty 2.
fantastic.
That's what you did before.
Oh, yay. I'm just going to keep doing that.
Yeah,
please.
that's what this is.
It's
Okay.
mostly
Thank
just
you.
do your roll each time unless you
Do my
think
one
of some new thing to do.
You don't
Okay.
need to worry about extra flavor. It's just do the flavor. Apply
Perfect.
your ingredient to the soup. Your an
Okay,
important
this is my
ingredient.
ingredient. Okay, I'm done.
It's a great soup.
One of the best.
Fuck off.
All
Okay.
you need.
That's going to get rid of 3 setbacks. So next piloting check, no setbacks from silence.
No
Nice.
setbacks and difficulty 1.
No setbacks and difficulty 1. Let's see if you guys can
Jeez.
do a
Yeah.
daring escape. But in the meantime, it's the next NPC turn, and they're now engaged with you. I don't know why I didn't do that before. So I'm going to decrease their difficulty. I'm going to say that when they're engaged with you, it's difficulty 3, like long range. And when they're like a space away, each space away is going to increase that difficulty. So I'm going to run it. All right. Same difficulties, or same adds. Do this. Okay. There are now missiles heading towards you guys. They have fired missiles. They are being guided. If they are still there at the end of your next, or at the start of the next NPC turn, they will hit and deal damage. PC turn. Who wants it? Pilot?
Sure.
Might as well take advantage of that super check.
That's right. What do we think, team? Should I use a story point to just add an extra green to this? Or do we want to use story points on people's other roles, like trying to shoot down the missiles and stuff?
I mean, if we escape, then we don't have to shoot things down.
Yeah, use your
Yeah,
arrows
let's
with
get the fuck out of here because
Yeah, be
that, like
selfish.
escape
And
is.
we have plenty of story points. So
Yeah, go,
Yeah.
go, 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 go.
I used them all up on ribbons, so.
that's right.
And then you stole them back.
Yeah.
Friendship ribbons.
Just awesome.
Whoa.
Cool.
Ow.
A whole success.
Are there any boosts there? I feel like you had boosts from people.
Oh yeah, I definitely had at least one boost.
Yeah, most people did.
All right, we'll roll a boost.
See if we can at least nudge that up a little bit. Okay. Well, that's 2 wedges, we'll say.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's about as good as I can expect from a boost. Yeah. 2 Ouijas and let's see. Maneuvers, I guess we'll just move away. Just open some distance, I suppose.
Ooh, how about you do a slingshot around the sun or something?
That'd be cool.
a trick shot.
Yeah, we'll say that you're doing a slingshot around the sun.
And-
that your advantages have bought some boosts for everybody else.
Yep. And also, I'm going to take a couple strain to do another maneuver, which is going to be evade.
Okay.
All of their checks against us have 1 upgrade in difficulty.
Okay. Just all of their checks.
Incoming attacks. Sorry, I said
Okay. If they attack you next turn, they will have an upgrade to their difficulty. Got it.
correct. Yes.
Okay. Next PC turn.
Zoltan Rock, shoot the missiles down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Difficulty
Maneuver.
3 gunnery. Maneuver aim.
Difficulty. Maneuver aim, and
Uh,
then
3 setbacks from silence.
3 setbacks. Okay, and then use a story point to give it an upgrade.
All right.
I was gonna say, are you? Never mind. I don't know if you're saving your avian agility for something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I might need to alley-oop another barrel into an Arborec, who knows?
That's right, yeah.
Like, seriously.
Well,
Welcome to the club.
welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. I invented the club.
Yeah.
Back to the club.
I created it.
The Club of Pain.
I wrote the sign-up sheet.
Your club is a franchise of the Nephros Club.
Yeah, he died, so...
You can boost someone specific.
Yeah,
Ooh, hold on. Let me,
Uh,
not hold on,
kill
I
me?
guess, but let me clear everybody's turns out.
I'll just give that boost to, the Krov to do the same check.
All right.
Because I think that's what we kind of did last time, so...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so getting a boost from the assist, and then the 3 setback, and then 3 difficulty for the shot. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. It's since this is a missile and we can't afford to fuck around. Wait a minute.
We got plenty of damage we can absorb, technically, I guess.
Yeah, but also each hit point costs 100 ore to repair.
Yes,
Yeah,
Press
also
has
the-
that, it's fine.
Also, the meters. Let me correct these because these are not accurate to the current state of our ship based on
Oh
the
god.
sheet.
Oh Jesus!
Uh-oh. That's so much failure. Look at all of
That's
the
a
failure.
lot. Wow.
Holy shit. That's fine. How many guns do you guys have left?
Ah.
I think we have the 2 beam turrets.
Yeah, we have 2 guns.
Okay, so I guess you're gonna get hit. Phew.
I should have used my bow.
Unless somebody has another idea, I'll give you still until the next NPC turn.
Well,
Can we make
you will,
No, go ahead.
would you let me hack the missiles to hit each other if they're
I don't-
seeking?
I think there.
That could be possible.
They must have smarts in them to seek.
They must have
Yeah.
smarts in them to seek.
If not to hit each other, to just like fuck with their trajectory.
Yeah. I'll count this as like a hacking since it's not normal, and it's time sensitive. Let's say that it's difficulty 4, and I'm gonna use a story point to upgrade it once.
Damn it.
So it's 3 perps, 1 red, and of course 3 setbacks.
All right.
Oh boy, if you get this, I'm gonna be super
And a boost.
impressed.
You have
got
boost.
Do I get the boost?
You have a boost
Okay.
from Krov. Yeah, from
You know, I
Krov.
have computers as my best stat. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Nope.
2 advantage.
a lot of
That's a
successes,
calling
though.
card though.
Damn, that red rolled too.
Okay, well, you can use those advantages to maybe buy some people time as you try and hide the guided missiles from you guys. There's one more
Yeah.
turn before the NPCs, and you guys suffer damage.
Mechanics boosted a boost. Can you boost reduce damage or something? Is there something like that?
I mean, someone could try manual boost defenses. Well, no, they've already hit. It's just damage, right? Or are they going to actually make the roll?
I think I'm gonna make the roll.
Okay, so then boost defenses, someone could do that.
Yeah, because I need to see how many successes they get
Oh yeah.
to
that's right.
find out the
Yeah.
damage.
So, yeah, I
Actually,
mean,
fuck. I should probably scroll back up to see what their rolls were, because I already have defined it this way. Okay, they got 3 successes, so they're gonna deal 14 damage. I'll say that if somebody can maybe evade,
yeah, so I
or maybe
have-
mechanics to boost the shields or something.
No, there's a literal action which is boost defenses, which I'm referring to.
Okay, where is it? I'm trying to find out what it is. Okay, there it is. Mechanics check. That's what I was going to ask for anyway. So mechanics 3, you're going to preemptively kind of reduce their damage based on the successes. Who wants to attempt that if possible.
And who hasn't gone yet? Yeah.
There's 2 people left, one of whom is Shepherd.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, I guess I
Thraz
could
is
take it.
asleep for this, I think.
Does
Yeah, he's a heavy sleeper.
Catnap.
Does
Alright,
Silent
what would I
Shepherd
be
again
rolling?
for the last 2?
Yeah.
Mechanics,
Yeah, I'll
difficulty
do it.
3.
Is this for hull repairs or anything like that, or no?
Nope.
Okay. That is something I would like to do.
There might be hull repairs soon.
I know.
Well, and once they hit, I also have something, but let's do this first.
Yeah. Did we pass along boosts?
You
Have
have
one
boost from
boost.
Yara.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's no setbacks from Silence. You're trying to just survive here.
Oh, okay. Perfect. 1.
Well, you also got to roll difficulty.
Oh, because he said
Yep.
no setbacks. I got rid of my difficulty. It was 3
Oh.
difficulty.
There's 3 difficulty.
That's
This is gonna be bad.
Yep.
It was bad.
You got 3 advantage.
3 advantages.
Yeah.
We can
I don't need to
ignore.
breathe.
We can ignore environment effects or something. Maybe we just ignore Silence this next round. We'll say that they have caught up to you, and they have caught onto your scheme of going around the sun for like a loop. And now they are like on your tail. Let's say that. So Silence doesn't matter for you guys this round.
Okay.
It is their turn. They have a setback. They have an upgraded difficulty. That's for shooting. Let's try to increase the target lock.
When do the missiles hit?
Oh, yeah, they've hit now. Thank you.
Okay. Nolly does a barrel roll.
Okay, what does that do?
Tiger
Drop negates all damage.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, that's true, so write that down. Character may have the vehicle suffer 3 system strain to use the talent, then reduce the damage suffered by a number of their ranks in piloting. So it will do 3 less damage, and then we'll take 3 system strain.
Okay.
So 9 damage, and then...
So they were going to deal 14 total damage.
Oh, okay, so 11 damage.
Yep, so 11.
that.
Basically negated their successes that they added to it. So they collide. And you guys are above half damage now.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopsie doodle. They're going to get in close. They're going to try and increase their target lock. Was there something that was disabling that, or was that last round? Yeah, I think that was last round because they shot instead of trying to increase it. They're going to do that. This is going to be difficulty 3. 3 setbacks for them. 1 upgrade. 1 extra setback from you guys. Okay. Have to remove their upgrades. Okay. This is going to be hard for them, I think. If I can scroll down to it at breakneck speed. I'm going to add 1 success and 1 threat to their results. They have an ability called Daring Aviator. So they're going to strain the dreadnought against the gravity of the sun to try to follow you on this brazen path that you've chosen to take. But they're still trying to get a target lock. The solar rays are interfering a little, but they managed to get one. They got a success with a triumph, so I'm going to say they're at full target lock right now. And they are going to get 3 threat worth of stuff. Enemy gains a significant advantage, or they fall prone. I'll say that maybe they can't move this round. And I'll have them overshoot a little. I'll move them over here. I'll increase their target lock to full. 1 PC turn is left. Whose
I
is
think
it?
it's me again.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do the thing.
Say the line.
Well,
Excellent.
you did the thing.
It's a
I did the
success.
thing. I'm
Okay,
gonna give someone else a boost.
so you are ignoring one success, is what that's going to do for the next piloting check.
Ignoring one success.
Sorry, ignoring one setback. The other S
Okay,
word.
good.
The other S word.
Yes, yes.
Nolly's like, what? A traitor? And
Okay.
then Nolly transforms into the alternate form. Is like, I'm supposed to be the traitor here. No one does the betraying besides me.
Right.
Okay, removing their other things. It is NPC turn now. They are going to shoot now that they have you in their sights.
I got you now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't steal my thunder. I have you now. And they shoot. Let's do gunnery. Uh-oh. Somebody better shoot those down.
Hey, try.
Enemy gains a significant advantage. I'm going to say that since they veered off course, I'm going to tick up your escape by 2. Isn't it letting me choose a side? Here we go. Okay. Your escape has ticked up twice. If you can get 2 more wedges in it, you will escape, but you will still have to deal with those incoming guided missiles. But right now, the Hellhound tried to go too close to the sun and has veered off course, but some fortuitous gunmen have managed to still keep eyes on you, and now there's big guided missiles coming towards vital parts of your ship. Top of the round, let me grab everybody's tokens and clear turns.
I have a question
Yes.
for the group.
Oh.
Would we rather have Zaldenrock shooting at the missiles or trying to fly us to escape?
Because that could be very good
Which
with
do
his
we think
agility.
matters more?
I think escaping is matters more because that
Okay.
solves the missile
Yeah.
problem.
It will not solve
Great.
the missile problem.
Yeah, Chris did say it won't solve the missile problem.
I think escaping in general is the overall goal.
Okay, cool.
I can try and do repairs while we're basically running away.
Sure. So, what happens is, Zaldenrock, you are in the co-piloting chair from, or maybe you're in the gunner chair from last time, because I don't remember which role you did before.
They were in the gunner turret.
You're in a gunner turret, yeah, okay. You feel a shoulder, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you are lifted wholesale out of the gunner chair, and you are kind of carried very quickly, and you are plopped down in the pilot seat, which is empty. And then Nolly slides into the co-pilot seat next to it, and you see like a steely gaze on her eyes. And she says, "Shikrai, take the wheel. I'm going to plot us a course." And Nolly will plot a course.
Okay.
Are we sure it's
Or
Nolly
co-pilot.
or is it Rasa?
It's
Oh, it's
Rasa.
Rasa. Rasa
Yeah.
is going to
Not
co-pilot.
everyone knows Ross's name yet.
Okay, fair.
Non-canonical.
So we will do. It is co-pilot, so difficulty 2 piloting.
Yeah, because it was Sin. Sin was the one talking to Rasa to get her name, and Shepard was awake somewhere on the other side. That's about it.
And then 2 setbacks because 1 is reduced.
Yes.
Or does co-piloting get those setbacks?
Co-piloting won't get those setbacks, I think.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 'cause it's just like dealing with computers or panels
Yeah,
or whatever.
it's not increasing your like ship signal, but I would say that
Right.
doing anything like scanning or hacking or piloting will increase your ship signal.
Cool. All right. Let's roll it. Okay. So the pilot's piloting check is difficulty 2.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And then Nolly's maneuver will be to help Zaldenrock directly.
Okay. You also are going to take 1 strain.
Yes, I actually just did that.
Awesome. Cool. You read my mind. Wait a minute. Anyway.
Wait a minute.
Don't like that.
Hold on. Okay, next PC turn.
I guess I'm getting us out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try. What is it? What was the difficulty and all that again?
Okay, so I think
Difficulty 2, no setbacks.
No setbacks. Difficulty 2.
All right.
Did
Boost.
we
and
get
then
rid of all the
remove.
setbacks or just one?
Oh, only one, so it's 2 setbacks.
Yep.
All right, now I'm gonna use a stupid avian agility, and maybe I'll get more than just an advantage.
Fair enough.
Piloting. 2S.
The Tengu strains against the sun's gravity as you guys zoom past.
Shit. Are you? Oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense. No,
Doesn't
that
make
was the wrong
sense. That's
That
one.
was entirely wrong.
Yeah, you got to do it from the.
There we
skill.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
we go.
Well, thank goodness.
I just clicked the wrong button. All right, we're good.
Who are you? Okay, that's
All right.
that is one success.
You're
well-
like Will Smith in the Independence Day. Is like, whoops. Oh, what is whoops? There is no whoops.
Okay. So you are now one wedge away. Had it been 3 successes, it would have been 2 wedges.
I don't think I have any strain to heal, so just spending combat results. Add a boost to
The next person.
yeah.
Prov to shoot down the missiles.
Yeah, Krav to shoot down the missiles, and then yeah, that's it.
All right, let's get this missile thing taken care of.
All right, gunnery 3.
Okay, 3 difficulty, 3 setback as well, right?
Yeah. You know what? Since there's 3 setbacks on this, I'm wondering if maybe somebody could like do a sort of co-piloting but co-gunnery check to
You want me
reduce
to do
those.
computers to do that?
Yeah,
like,
maybe
kinda
we
freeze
do a
them in
computer
place?
assisted targeting.
Firing solutions.
Yeah, does that sound
Alright.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So, do you need me to roll, or just that's what I'm doing, so he doesn't get the setbacks?
I'll need you to roll. Computers
Okay.
difficulty 2.
And does it have the setbacks on it? No.
No.
Hey,
There we go.
pretty good.
Okay, you've reduced all of Gervalt's setbacks.
Okay, so 0 setback, 3 difficulty.
Shouldn't have to worry
one-
about the signal now.
1 boost. I'm going to do an aim, so additional boost.
Mm-hmm. And Yara, of course, boosted you with her extra maneuver, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, there's 3 boosts.
You have 1 story
not
point
gonna-
left.
I'm not gonna use the last story point.
Okay.
Unless people want me to.
No, I mean, save it, because if someone needs to do a Hail Mary gunnery check, they can at least take the upgrade.
Yeah, okay, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Well, I'm gonna be a charitable gentleman, and I'm gonna upgrade your difficulty by 1.
So difficulty 4.
Well, upgrade the difficulty so one of them's turning red,
Okay.
just like Disney Pixar's film.
Did you do it or should I do it?
You do it.
Okay, 1 difficulty.
My computer's slow lately, so I'm pro you guys doing stuff.
Okay, so dice pool is 3 boost, 3 purple, 1 upgraded. The difficulty. All right, and here we go.
Just barely.
Ooh, that's a success. You did it.
It's a rock!
It's a rock. Yara specifically targets all of the missiles and hides it from the Coalition Hellhound scanners. Gives you the go ahead. Krav, you breathe out softly as you gather all of your Letnev might and discipline, and you loose beams.
I gotta pat myself with a handkerchief. Didn't break out a sweat. And then the boost to the next person.
Right? There are 2 more turns. Well, 3 more turns, I guess. So we got Sin, we got Shepard, we got. I must not have increased the turn.
Oh, no, Yara did the turn ahead of me.
Oh, that's
that
why.
was the reason. Yeah.
So
So,
It is still Shepard and Sin, I believe.
Yep.
Is left.
I'll do my mechanics check and try and fix some of the whole spots because we were hit.
okay,
And
there
we
are a
should
few
be-
options for you to do that. So I'm gonna explain how they work. You can either.
I just want. We should be a little farther away from them too, right? Because we probably moved on Zalden Rock's turn when he flew, right?
Sure. Let's go like here.
Yeah, cool. All right, please proceed. Sorry.
Okay, so you can either do damage control, which is a mechanics check, and it heals 1 hull damage per success. You can also do an athletics check for manual repairs, which does it, but it's a 2 for 1. You need 2 successes per hull damage. So, which would you like to try?
The first one, also because I'm a resourceful mechanic. So if I make a mechanic check to repair system strain or hull trauma on a vehicle, then I can repair an additional one.
Okay. You guys are at half or more of your hull threshold, so it's difficulty 2. No setbacks, but you do get a boost from
Yeet.
Krav.
Yee. Boo.
Nice.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain!
Fuck! Do I still technically get +1?
Does it say you add an extra success, or does it say you heal 1 more hull strain?
Makes mechanic check to repair. They repair 1 additional system strain or hull per rank of resource. So I just heal one.
It
rank.
sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah. So I
So-
failed on the initial check, and I fixed something else while trying to fix the thing I was working on.
So is it 1 hull in 1 system?
Ore. It's 1 ore.
I would heal the hull trauma.
I would assume hull, yeah.
You guys heal 1 hit point.
I did a thing. Wow!
Alright. NPC turn. You're going to take 1 strain from that. It was very stressful for you.
No.
They can't move this round because they're quote unquote prone. So they're just going to. I guess they just have to shoot at you again. Guess they just have to.
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
No. I think I will keep adding stress to this situation. I think everything's the same. They're gonna shoot. Oh, yeah, no evasion or anything. 2 successes. So missiles are heading in. PC turn. Sin.
Okay, I'm gonna do my thing.
Do it!
I would also.
Oh,
I was gonna say.
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that there are missiles heading towards the ship, so they might arrive next turn.
Okay.
Oh, if you want to do gunnery, is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah, gunnery
Yeah.
I think would be better in this case. Sorry.
So maneuver to move over to the gunner seat and do it up.
Hey, the second slot in the
What is
gun
the
character sheet is already filled in for.
what is the challenge?
Difficulty 3. And you have story points.
Okie dokie.
And you have a boost as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll use a story point.
Oh,
Oh boy.
nice. You shoot him down. You see missiles heading towards your side of the ship as the Tengu makes a loop. You jump into the gunner's seat and you start blasting away.
Nice.
Missiles are down.
Yay.
What can they get with the Triumph?
That's true.
We worked
This
hard
time
for
a
that
triumph
Triumph.
actually does something.
Could do something vital to the encounter. I could just say that that's worth a wedge.
That's
And
fine.
I would
I
say
love
like
that.
when the missiles get blasted, the explosions mask us like doing a dip out of the way, and then we're like hidden visually.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that the explosions go off. And as the Hellhound starts its scans, Captain, they've disappeared. This damned destroyer, it can't have just disappeared. They were flying right there around the sun. Yeah, I don't know what they did, but they're just gone. And it cuts back to you guys, and we'll say that Zaldenrock, you've opened the no, Sin, because Sin rolled the triumph. Sin, you've opened up the cargo hold and released some non-essential equipment, and that is what the missiles ended up blowing up instead. And their scanners picked up something inside of that debris and locked onto it instead of you guys. So you guys fly off. Yippee.
Huzzah!
All right. I assume you don't want to stay in this system.
No.
Don't want to secret players on the don't want to secret players on the pirate planet. It's just
So if you want to
we
stick
gotta
around
get out
and
of here.
fuck around and find out.
All right. Let's go to the next system. You guys have some time while in warp, so you can make some cool checks. You don't have a day necessarily.
Well, whoever is good at mechanics should probably assist Shepard in terms of repairing the ship, right?
Yeah, why not?
We'll say between the encounters, you can attempt another damage control.
Can I just assist?
Yeah.
I need to roll for it.
Yeah.
No
Shepard
need to
should be
roll.
the main- Yeah, Shepard
Okay.
should be the main repairer.
I only got 2.
You only got 2? I thought you were
Yeah.
good at mechanics.
No,
Remember,
medicine.
Oh.
Oh, medicine.
Maybe I should roll that then. But Nolly, how are you at mechanics? Aren't you good at mechanics too?
Yeah, Nolly's decent at mechanics.
What is your mechanics?
The difficulty for this roll is gonna be 2, by the way, if you didn't know.
It's
Okay.
yellow, yellow, green with a boost.
All right, I will help you.
Okay, cool. 1 boots.
I can just be off in the corner doing my own repairs because I effectively will do +1 repair each time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's only 1 check in between these.
Oh, I didn't put the difficulty in. Right. It's 2, you said, right?
Dos.
Yep. You can just roll it naked if you want, or just re-roll it. That's fine. Okay. That's 2. You repair 2 hull trauma.
Bloop. I'm gonna roll a quick cool.
Amazing.
We did
I
it.
mean, you could also, maybe you work on system strain, Shepard, because that's still
Yeah.
at 12 of 20, which is, I mean, not great.
Nope. Well, you got 1 from Shepard's thing.
Yeah, I
That
got
one.
one system strain fix.
Oh, I didn't
Oh.
even have any stress. I don't even know why I bothered with that.
All right.
I'll just do medicine on myself.
Also, bear in mind that is initiative. So that's gonna
Yeah.
add you to the initiative if you.
Oh, for the next time? Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Every time you roll for initiative, it creates a new PC turn on the turn order.
I'm a floating turn. Well, I'll take strain to heal myself. Okay, I'm back to 0.
All right. Are we all set with upkeep?
I think so.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okie dokie Loki. Let's grab Pengu so that we have accurate numbers. You guys doing anything else while you're in warp before you drop out?
Could I do any research on the arbor? Because I mean, there would be spores left over. I just want to do some
Jesus
cataloging.
Christ.
Hey,
Yes.
I
Uh,
put on a gas mask and I just do some science. Is all I want to do.
Take the sampler platter.
Yeah, categorize it, look at its composition, that sort of shit.
So there aren't any spores left. They were in your system. I will say that you could ask Shepard for some spores.
I mean, could I do the same thing and also maybe take a blood sample of myself?
Perhaps. I'm going to say that's going to be a lot more difficult.
That's fine.
I mean, I was going to say, probably what you do is, if you go to Shepard, you ask for some spores, then you could possibly take your own blood and, like, see how they interact under a microscope and blah, 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 and, like, stuff
Yeah,
like
you
that.
basically do a bunch of different samples. So you have, like, a control sample of your blood, you have a blood that gets affected by Shepard's thing, you ask for a
Shepard
sample
doesn't
of...
want to give you any. You almost ruined his friendship with the plants.
Yeah, this is the kind of roleplay I wanted to happen. I spent a story point.
Okay.
Shepard is now watching Yara try to maybe surreptitiously get some spores
From themselves or from my plant?
from the
Well,
plant.
first I'm trying to get it for myself, and then I'm headed towards you and be like, "Hey, Shepard, I know
Yes.
there was a bit of a issue before, but I'm trying to work on communications between, like, I guess plants and biologics. You seem to know a bit about the Arborex. Is it okay if I borrow some of those spores?"
He just turns yellow and then goes, "No.
I mean, don't
Your
you
actions
want?
have nearly damaged the friendship with the Arborac."
It wasn't intentional. If anything, it was just a miscommunication. This is supposed to help this sort of thing. The more we understand, the easier it'll be to not have those sort of miscommunications.
Concern. Continuous communication with the specimen available may actually cause it to potentially give us a more hazardous interaction when we encounter the Arborac.
Could you explain your concern?
You need to do more research on how they communicate
Exactly. So that's why
without
having,
harming the creature or
Isn't this-
communicating unintentionally to the creature.
So wouldn't having the spore that isn't directly like linked to a dreadnought be the best way to see how it would communicate?
Shepard is going to start like divulging how they are a hive mind and that the spores themselves are what communicate. If they were to lose a spore and it would return back to the plant, it would then communicate with the rest of the spores. And if those spores got to another plant, it would communicate with those. And just sort of like a cycle of, this is bad and I don't want to kill my plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what Shepard's trying to say is that that if you do hurt this plant and the spores get back to the mother hive, they're going to learn new information. But right now, they're separate from the hive mind. And they're just worried that it might cause problems if they encounter the Arborec and they need to send more spores out to communicate with them.
That's actually fine. So Yara's like basically been scribbling all this down in a note. It's like, okay. Would you allow just a scan of the plant so that it doesn't harm it in any way?
A scan would be acceptable.
Sure.
All
You
right.
can take out your quintessensor and do some beep
Yeah.
boops.
Just gonna do some beep boops to get like as much as info as I can.
All right. Let's call this a science check. And we'll
And
say that
difficulty?
Shepard has given you a boost with their added information.
Yeah.
And what difficulty?
We'll call it difficulty. Call it difficulty 5 because it's going to take some time to uncover. So it's going to get easier, hopefully, as
Okay.
you learn more about it.
All right. Can I use a story point? Why not?
Yeah,
Go
I
for
think
it.
you guys have most of them. And it's almost the end, so... you don't have most of them, but it's nearing the end, so it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a success.
Well, while Yara's doing all of their fun scanning and like testing to see how they, understand the plant, Shepard's just doing the standard, I'm gonna go and give my plant some food and water, which means taking biological matter from the ship that is currently present and then feeding it to the plant, through the soil.
That's where the extra jerky went.
That's where all your poop is going.
Oh no.
Shepard rerouted the poop pipe?
The poop pipe!
Shepard, don't reroute the poop pipe.
I assumed the fertilizer was bought. I didn't realize it was recycled.
There is no waste for the Arborac. They have one process, and that is to continue to grow.
Well,
Okay.
I got a lot of info here, at least about its composition.
With
but
your
it seems to be
info,
able to digest.
I'm going to say that you confirmed Shepard's, findings. It does seem to have some sort of very complex and intricate form of communication. It's kind of akin to a fungus, almost. Sort of inscrutable, incalculable almost, though certain proteins probably incite certain emotions, but you're not sure what those are. In the future, you might be able to figure out how to synthesize certain proteins, and each time that you succeed at this in the future, I'll give you a new emotion that you can synthesize when you find the Arborec to send out a signal to them, like happy or angry or cautious or eepy
I'm
I
learning
guess-
biological
or injured
warfare
or help.
or biological diplomacy.
And whatever spore, you can take one spore, you cannot return it to the plant. Actually, no, because, well, yeah, because the spore would still give you the actual response.
Yeah, basically it would just be how it reacts to being introduced to biological matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
we might.
isolating a
Yars-
spore.
Yeah. Yara's
We-
fine with that.
Yeah, we might
She
call
probably
this like
notices-
each time you learn a new social skill to apply to them, like charm, coercion, deception, leadership, negotiation.
Because, I mean, probably spores die and get, like, one spore is probably fine.
Yeah.
Not a lot of spores type thing. Cause
As long as the information can't return to a collection of spores, then you're good. Don't inhale them.
Yes, I also probably catalog its life cycle as well.
I can't
Oh, yeah.
wait for this to bite us in the ass.
That's why I was making comments about before, saying that we could make a organic weapon. Because we
that's
keep
pretty much
leaving
what we're
so
doing.
many dead bodies, at least I can help the Arborec grow, because they're just an organic thing that wants to live.
Well, theoretically, if it's a sort of spore neuroprotein thing, you could just make a gas that makes people, tired or whatever if you need to. Well, not a gas, but spores that have a specific purpose.
Yeah, and it doesn't make them tired, but it'll transmit the factoid or the empathy of I'm feeling tired.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the thing from Hitchhiker's Guide where the guy shoots the feeling gun and it makes everybody too sad to fight.
But
That sort of
to
thing.
clarify, it does not tell them how
Yeah.
to emote. It allows you to communicate your emotions to them.
Yeah.
You don't think our crew doesn't have a lot of mixed emotions?
I'm just saying.
Wait, are you saying our crew has trouble communicating their emotions?
You guys
No, I'm saying our
probably have
crew
worse
has trauma.
communication than this.
Do not put a chest burster in everyone, please. That's
No,
what
no.
I equate these spores to, is if we inhale or eat them, they can live inside of us and reproduce inside of us and potentially take over. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
they
that's
get back to the
possible.
original, and then they get back to the original colony and they go, oh hey, we found this dead guy over here and you know what, we figured out what happy meant and then brought it back. Don't release the spores. Kill the spore when you take it.
Yeah, and this information is going to let you synthesize spores in the future.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I'm glad that we're not doing it in a city because we're gonna get like Resident Evil 2 scenario.
Yes!
This-
Yeah.
Yes!
That's why we're
Because
isolating
It's
it.
happening in the spaceship. No zombie horror happens in the spaceship ever.
It's okay.
We haven't picked up a marker. It's fine.
Yara
I don't
keeps
breathe.
their spore samples in the fridge. Just nobody go in the fridge. Got it?
Now I'll just place this bottle of spore samples right next to this bottle of Mountain Dew.
No. I do the worst thing ever. I put a label on it that says "Warning: Do not open spores," and it's in red.
Oh no, you fucker.
Warning,
Warning
spores inside. Sin opens it, and then the gas kind of mixes with their gases, and they're just like, I don't know what I expected. Okay,
Oh god,
you guys drop out of warp.
I do not do that, by the way. I put it in
This
yellow.
is not canon.
It is yellow, not red. Warning yellow sign.
Okay, you guys have arrived in the Lyrta system, which was your destination.
Oh my
Um,
god.
There are ships
Yay.
in the area, but it looks like they aren't scanning. They aren't like looking for trouble. It looks like they're doing short-range scans near their planets. It looks like the planet that you needed to go to, fortuitously, doesn't have any large ships surrounding it. Might have a few fighters here or there to evade, but that's just going to involve a piloting check. Your destination.
Or alert to one.
Your destination is Bereg. That is
Alright.
where the shipment of iodinium is. So that's good. Let's call this a... let's say that this is the fly silently check that you could probably accomplish, Nolly.
Okie doke.
Difficulty 3, piloting, right?
Mm-hmm.
They help boost astrocartography or anything?
It is a piloting check. Well, there's no setbacks to this. But somebody
Okay.
could reduce the difficulty. with a co-piloting check.
True.
Who wants
anybody
to
wanna-
co-pilot?
Yeah. Does anybody want to?
No, not me.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I can.
Bird.
Okay.
Go do a bird.
Uh,
No, okay.
difficulty 2, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, you've reduced it to difficulty 1, though it took 1 strain. There's a lot of garbage and a lot of yin fighter pilots, and it's hard to distinguish them, but you finally managed to do so, and you've plotted a good course through to Bereg, if Nolly can keep things silent.
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a Nephros roll. Or maybe you'll succeed. Huzzah!
Wow.
Alright. You guys fly silently under the radar without alerting the Yin Brotherhood to your presence. And you make it to Bereg. Does anybody want to scan Bereg?
I guess I'll scan Barrett.
Yeah, Mr. Computer's you.
Yeah, what's the difficulty?
Let's call this difficulty 2.
All right. Neat.
2 triumphs. Okay.
Do they have Wi-Fi here?
They
Dog.
do not.
Oh,
Bereg is a frozen world. It's inhospitable to most species, including you guys.
Another one?
Yeah, unfortunately. This one's not so much pine trees. It's more like a barren tundra wasteland. It's got some sort of like industrial complex on one side of the planet. It's
they gotta have Wi-Fi there.
there might be, but it's probably it's not active. It's not pinging you at all.
They use high-speed dial-up.
They might have something that is like, they might have a signal thing that could be used to get a signal off world or to read your signals. And they might have like their own planetary network, but not one that you can detect. You do denote that there is life on this planet. You're not sure what they're eating because there's not a ton of vegetation, at least on the surface. It's mostly snowstorms and whatnot. But you at least know that there's some sort of mining complex here. There have been no hails, no anything. You guys are flying silent. It's on you guys what you want to do with this information. You'll probably need spacesuits on the planet.
All right, I'll let everybody know.
So I guess the question. Okay, so we detected life. Is there any particular kind of life that we should be aware of, like like underground, or is it like airborne, or something like that? Something particular that we should prep for.
I'm gonna say with your triumphs, we can get maybe a little deeper information. I'm gonna say that you have detected you haven't detected a lot of humanoid life, if any. You are detecting some sort of large quadruped that lives in and around the surface of the planet, but unusually near the mining colony.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of animals to hunt, perhaps, unfortunately. Prep your guns.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Guns ready.
you guys prep your guns. You guys prep your spacesuits. I assume that you're mostly going to go on this away mission, like most of you guys.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be another
Actually,
one where-
the question, since it's like cold tundra, like it's not interfering with our sensors too much, right? Like we.
Not really, no. There's not any interference. It's just you're just getting broad strokes with the scanners.
Okay.
If you want, you probably will need to land on the planet unless you want to risk detection in the atmosphere
No, I guess
or
I'm
orbit.
just more afraid of because it's tundra, like, and we're all going down there, like, in case all of us get like separated and lost, type of deal. That's what I'm afraid of.
I mean, there might be with your like communicators, but there's no interference with your scanners. Maybe if a storm
Okay.
picks up and I spend a story point or something.
All of you, spend your story points.
The GM can't have any story points next session.
Nolly, use your ability. But yeah, that sounds good.
All right, you guys go in low and slow to land on the planet. I think I can at least maybe move there next time, or before we, sign off for the night. Yeah, we can go there. Move this little flaggy icon. All right. Guys, land the ship. It is sub-zero temperatures outside. You step off the ship. Thankfully, you have some temperature controls in your spacesuits, but it can only help you so much. Some of the cold still seeps through. Those of you that feel and care about the cold are shaking in your boots.
Ooh.
You step out and you see this massive mining complex, partially covered in snow. There are some emergency lights on, but most of them are off. It looks like there are some vehicles that are outside and around it. One of them has been turned over, and there are deep claw marks on the treads. You see a lot of disturbance in the snow. Survival might be able to uncover more. Call it difficulty 2 if anybody,
Oh, ooh.
say,
got
trail
this.
stalkers might have.
What? Difficulty 2. Difficulty 2. Oh, wrong page. Skills. Survival. Yay.
Ah, okay. I blinked and I was like, wait, the triumphs turned into threats. Yes, that's accurate. So let's say that Zoldenrock, you get 2 strain.
Okay.
And you realize that the large quadrupeds are probably something akin to a Shirak. They are also on Arcturus, the planet where the Nomads space station is around, another tundra world. If they're here, they must have been like brought somehow, because they're probably not native to this planet. Or maybe they evolved concurrently, but this thing is a large quadruped with giant rending claws and sharp teeth, covered in fur to escape the cold. They're also usually white, semi-camouflaged. But that's your best guess if this is truly what caused this overturn.
Well, that's not great for us.
Krov, make a perception.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, jeez, guys.
Oh gosh.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
1.
Oh, 1. Okay. Oh god, it's so big that I can't not see it. Okay, perception. Okay, there it is.
Okay,
Oh.
just barely. You look around and you see that there is another ship that is that landed here. The make appears to be of the Yin Brotherhood. They must have come here with a landing party. You didn't detect too much humanoid life, but there might be Yin Brotherhood inside the mining complex. They also have struck their banner over the entrance. There are dead soldiers nearby, and you see signs of a battle. It looks like the dead soldiers are Winu, based on their markings on their uniforms. Their
Hey, we stole a
bodies are
ship before.
covered in snow.
Oh, we know.
There's a reptilian, the other prideful people.
Yep. Not super reptilian, but they have like greenish skin and they wear a lot of like golden religious garb on their heads.
I
Yeah,
believe
like
they are the true owners of Mechatol Rex.
That's what they believe.
Yes.
So, that's the situation. Fortunately, that's how much time we have for tonight.
Yay!
We're going to have to raid out somewhere.
Looks like
Thanks.
we have to infiltrate Shadow Moses.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some crazy infiltration, maybe fight some monsters, depending on how good you guys do things. All right, where are we raiding out to?
Time to do some group stealth checks.
Group stealth checks. Wonder if this person allows raids. All right. Gonna send 2 viewers over to Space Cats Peace Turtles. Good night, everybody.
Yay.
Stay shiny. And we'll see you next Sunday for more TTRPG goodness in the Genesis system, Twilight Imperium world. Here's some people playing Twilight Imperium. Bye.
Peace out.
Cub Scouts.
All right, I gotta get going, guys.